Eagles. Eagles.
Welcome in, everybody, to a Football Friday edition of Birds 365 as we prep for the Super Bowl 59, just 9 days away. Johnny Mac, how you doing in this Football Friday, brother?
Doing well. Wish it was next Friday and we're on the verge of the game, but it's the Super Bowl. Everybody talking about yesterday. It's about everybody else besides the players in the game, it seems like. How do you handle that? I think it helps. The Eagles were there a couple of years ago, and obviously Kansas City, it helps them. They're very used to it, but yeah, this thing tends to turn into a circus pretty quickly.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Johnny Mac. Some updates yesterday. Birds are on the practice field. We did a little practice recap for the great people of JAKIB Nation last night. What do we know, Johnny Mac? Looks like Brandon Graham is going to be ready to go. Now, I don't anticipate the snaps to be a lot, John, but I'm an Eagle guy, man. I'm excited to have BJ hopefully on the field and at least run out of the tunnel with the team. I think he's a backbone type of guy in terms of culture and mentality and all that stuff. Yeah,
unquestionably. I mean, he's the guy. He's the energy guy. He's the thermostat of the building. He's the guy who keeps everybody up. So, yeah, it's a great story. I think that's what it's about, to be honest. It might be his last game. He's talked about revisiting that because of not wanting to end it like it looked like it was going to end with the torn triceps on November 24th. The first game against the Rams is when he got injured. Boy, that's a short turnaround for a torn triceps. And that's an injury. And I've been talking to Brandon's around. Like, Brandon is always around.
I see him in all the videos, which I love.
Yeah, and he's been, and it happens all the time with those types of injuries. You feel fine. Even a torn ACL, I use that as an example. Guys feel fine like 6 months out from a torn ACL, but it's not fully healed from a medical perspective. And that's the same thing from the people I've talked to. Typically it takes 4 months. He's at 9 weeks right now, basically.
Barely, yeah.
Got to be 10.
Yeah.
And he thinks, and he admitted yesterday, there's a chance he could re-tear it. And he's willing to take that chance. So we'll see how the Eagles do it. But I do think it's more about the energy, the uplift it'll give to the team to have somebody like that run out of the tunnel, as you speak, almost a college-like environment. Think about Landon Dickerson when he tore his ACL at Alabama in the SEC championship game.
I remember it well.
He played like the last snap of.
Yeah, they put him out there for ceremonial last snap when they had the game in the bag. Yep.
I'm not saying it's that. Obviously, that was ridiculous how quickly he was on the. But you see how he felt well enough to go out there and do that.
Right.
And Brandon's going to be much healthier than that perspective. But that's a good example. I think, if he does play, you're talking 5 to 10 snaps maybe. And, if you can imagine it going well and he's healthy and the Eagles win the Super Bowl, that's a hell of a way to end a career, man.
It really is, man.
Mr. Eagle.
I know, Mr. Eagle himself, man. So that would be epic stuff for Brandon Graham back out there. Johnny Mac, I do want to get the update. I know we probably don't have it, but for the sake of the questions that will come, I want to.
They're coming. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're coming.
I feel like
any update on Landon Dickerson? Any update on Ken? I know we probably do not, but what do we know at this point? Just so the great people of JAKIB Nation are as updated as possible going into the weekend here before the Super Bowl. We're all anxious.
I feel like Nick Sirianni when he gets these questions. Yeah. So I'm gonna act like
You've become Nick Sirianni, John. What the hell?
I'm gonna act like Nick Sirianni. We'll see. We'll get you. I mean, they're not going to practice this week. They didn't practice yesterday. They're not going to practice today. They're not going to practice Saturday, and they're going to go to New Orleans on Sunday. And the goal is Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens in the game, not this week. So it's no surprise that they're not practicing. It's not a concern. Cam flat out said he's going to play. Landon intimated behind the scenes he's going to play. So to me, it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of how effective are they going to be.
Right. Just how much is it nagging them in the game? How much does it take away from what they're able to do?
Yeah. So to me, that's the biggest question. I'm not all that concerned about, it's all hands on deck. They might put out that we talked about it, defensive end, 10 weeks off tricep surgery. I mean, it's all hands on deck in the Super Bowl.
Right.
There's nothing to be healthy for the next week, win or lose. So they're going to go. The question is, how effective are they going to be?
We'll see how that shakes out with those guys. John, how was it though being back at practice yesterday? It was in the link. How was the atmosphere? How were the players? Bring us inside a little bit, John, the best you can in terms of the first Super Bowl practice. Everybody was anxious for it. I told you, man. It felt like we were at a lull period for 3 days, which sometimes can feel like an eternity. How was the energy and at practice, and anything stick out to you? Anything worth telling the great people about?
Felt like business as usual, which I think is a good thing.
Yep, I agree.
I think everybody else makes it to be bigger and hypes it up, and I think they want to see something different. And it was the exact same as any other practice. Jalen Hurts, doing his pre-practice routine off to the side while everybody stretches, exact same. And I think that's a positive thing. You don't go 17-3 and switch a bunch of stuff up because it's the Super Bowl. And Nick's talked about this constantly as well. In Kansas City, I'm sure it feels the same way at 17-2 or whatever. Yeah, whatever they are. But yeah, I mean, you could not tell that was, other than the extra people there and the 47 camera people trying to take out everybody's ankles and Achilles. Other than that, you would have seen, you wouldn't have noticed a difference if you're at a week 8 practice or anything else. And that to me is a good thing.
It's good stuff there, Johnny Mac. I like that. And again, you said this last night. It goes into our theme of Thursday's show of process, right? And not don't let the moment become too big. Stick to your process. Go out and handle business, and we'll see if the Eagles are able to do that. I want to welcome and thank everybody from JAKIB Nation for being here this morning. Don't forget to hit that like button for us if you enjoy the show. John, we have had tremendous viewership through this really this whole season, but really this playoff run, and even more so this week with obviously the Super Bowl coming up. So I do want to thank everybody for being here. We are live 8 to 10 a.m. every single day on Birds 365, giving you guys all the updates, all the rundown about this great football team. So we appreciate all of you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button for us. Leave your comments in the chat. Engage. Do whatever you got to do with the great people. Leave your comments after the video if that's what suits you better. And I will get back to you as quickly as I can. John, with BG, what type of snap count would you expect from him if you were ready to go? Would it be a 5 in that range? Could he take away from Bryce Huff? Bryce Huff doesn't really get any snaps anymore. I mean, the reason he got snaps last week was because the Eagles were up by 30 in an NFC Championship game, which I'm not sure many people were ready for that. But how many snaps do you think BG could get in this game?
Yeah, I'm at 5 to 10 if he plays. Not much more, but for a couple of reasons. Not only because I don't think he's going to be 1,000%, to put it bluntly. We're still wearing a big brace on his left arm. So number one, and then number two is that Nolan Smith is playing really well, and he's been a big part of this run toward the Super Bowl. You don't want to take him off the field. So I do think, Vic is shortening up the rotation, almost like an NBA playoff game. They shorten up the rotation. Vic has shortened up the rotation. And that was a concern going into the playoffs. Can you do that?
That 3-man, John, they've been really good, man. They've been really good.
They have. And part of it is that Nolan is just really young, really in shape, and he can go forever. And you don't really have to worry about conditioning issues. Same thing with Alex Hunt as a rookie player. But if he takes anything away from anybody, it's going to be Alex, not Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith, obviously. So, I don't think it's going to be a significant portion of the reps. Not that he's not a good player. Vic loves him. Just, I don't think he's going to be completely healthy. I don't see there's any way he can be. And I think you have to be careful. And I think it's more about two things: paying deference to the players and the paying deference to the player and Brandon Graham, and sort of energizing the team by his return, which I think is a thing. I think is a big thing. More than the actual impact on the football field, if that makes sense. And again, if he was completely healthy, Brandon Graham's playing a lot in the Super Bowl, but he's not, and he's been out for 9 weeks. So, and Nolan Smith has sort of taken off in those 9 weeks.
Yeah, he's been really good, man.
Yeah, which was the silver lining, because we were all concerned about that, and I think rightfully so. I think people forget Nolan has played so well. People forget how many questions there were about that when Brandon went down originally.
Good stuff there, John. Yeah, I've been really impressed with the 3-man rotation, and I think Vic has too. So we'll see what type of impact Brandon Graham has on the game this week. That's the update from practice. Good to hear John say business as usual for the Philadelphia Eagles. We will have a chance, by the way, to take some comments from the great people of JAKIB too on this show. All right. So we got an opened up show. So if you guys have some comments, some super chats, we will get to them all. I'll actually get to this one early. Because Seth Shipley drops in $20. And Seth, thank you, man. I appreciate it. J-Mac, this one is for you. I can't help but get a Cena versus Rock Part 2 vibe for this game. Eagles like Cena, lost and had a tailspin in 23, but now are back for redemption. Like Cena, they beat themselves the first go around.
The problem, I love the reference, Seth, as you know, but the problem is that's scripted. Although some people will tell you this is scripted too. So, but yeah, that was a great, Rock beat him the first time. Cena came back to beat him the second time. Torn adductor muscle, by the way, from the Rock in that match, which is why he went away for a while, because all the, movie people were saying, dude, you can't hurt yourself doing this stuff. And, a lot of money invested in you. So, that created a bit of an issue. Interesting story for the wrestling fans. The next year, they had already set up Rock versus Brock Lesnar, and couldn't do it because he got hurt. And everybody said, dude, can't do it. And, Brock might have killed him. So that ends into it as well. But
there you go. Some inside wrestling.
Scripted, Seth.
John, I will say the inquiries to me about a wrestling show have increased in recent weeks.
Oh, people love wrestling. And
I've gotten several comments. Well, I think people love listening to John McMullen about football, and then they hear how knowledgeable you are about wrestling, and they're like, I'd like to listen to John McMullen about my other hobby. So I might have to talk about that. Look at Flex all snap. Yeah, so we'll do that. John, I got a question for you, all right, that I feel pretty good about this game, but I got a concern, okay? And I'm going to put the onus here on Vic Fangio. He's got to come in with a game plan for this, okay? Last week in the Eagles versus Commanders game in the NFC Championship, the Eagles destroyed that team. Zach Ertz had 11 catches for 104 yards, okay? Now, if you're Andy Reid and you have the greatest playoff tight end maybe in the history of tight ends, maybe you could put Gronk ahead of him, but he's up there. He's in the top 3. Okay. I'm looking to prey on that if I'm Andy Reid. How do the Eagles correct that? What can Vic Fangio do to try and take Kelsey out of the game, because if you let Kelsey get involved, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is just he's going to get in his bag. He's going to feel comfortable. He's going to be relaxed. And I think you're going to have a long day. I think it's a different story of Ertz getting going versus Kelsey getting going. How can the Eagles stop Travis Kelsey, John?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're talking about the one of the, as you mentioned, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, arguably the best pass catching tight end of all time. Certainly has almost every NFL postseason receiving record now. For people that don't know, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can stop him. The part he's obviously not what he once was physically, so I think that helps. But, we were talking about this with Zach Ballin a lot yesterday, and the fact that Mahomes and Kelsey do things because of their chemistry and how long they've been playing together, do things that you're not supposed to do. In other words, everybody's taught certain things to do, especially off schedule when things break down. And, you come back to the quarterback, you're obviously want to go to if the quarterback's rolling right, you obviously want to try to give them a spot, try to settle down. They played together for so long. They do some wonky shit, and it's not what you are supposed to do.
Right.
So it surprises. A lot of people say, Jody used to say all the time, how is Travis Kelsey so open all the time?
Right.
Because he's Travis Kelsey. Because they're doing stuff you're not supposed to do from everything you've been taught.
Right. Unconventional.
Yeah. And, you've seen the no-look throws from Patrick Mahomes. And Ballin wouldn't go as far as I use the term freelancing. And he said, I wouldn't go as far as freelancing because to them it's like second nature. But he admitted that they do stuff that you're not supposed to do. So if you're a linebacker and you're carrying the tight end, you're saying, all right, he's flushing right. I'm gonna and Kelsey might go the other direction. And Holmes might throw a no-look pass or the crazy stuff he does. But yeah, that's just a chemistry thing. And he's gonna get you're not gonna stop him. I think
he did a pretty good job in the AFC Championship game. The Bills did. I think he was held to 2 catches for under 20 or something. His first playoff game in 15 games.
That's what I said. He's, if you think about what is he, 35 now? He's not what he once was. So I think that part of it is, Father Time is helping you out, taking care of some of it. To be honest, he's not the athlete he once was. So you have the slippage from that standpoint. So I think part of it takes care of it. I think the bigger issue is not necessarily taking away one player with Kansas City, because they don't have what the Eagles have. They don't have the splash players. And if you look at Kelsey, he was over 1,000 yards as a tight end. Mind you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive seasons. 7 consecutive seasons. And he dropped off to 984 in 2023 and all the way down to 823 this year. So you can see the drop off. And his yards per reception, 8.5, by far the worst in his career. So I don't think you have to be worried about, I got to stop this player.
Right.
I think the Kansas City offense is about spreading the football around. And, if you make the mistake to overemphasize Travis Kelsey because of his name and because of his history, then they're going to get you with Noah Gray or, DeAndre Hopkins or Xavier Ward. They're going to get you somewhere else. I think that's the more focus. And the one thing, we're going to overanalyze this game. Everybody's going to overanalyze this game. There's too much time, yada, yada, yada. Paralysis by overanalysis. One thing about Kansas City is that you have to be very cognizant of it can be anybody. And it's not Like you go in it, it's easy. Not easy, it's hard. I'd rather have the great player. But Steve Spagnuolo comes in. I got to stop Saquon Barkley. I got to stop Saquon Barkley.
Right.
Number one. You don't have that with Kansas City. I'd rather have Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I see what you're saying though. They're a 8-headed pony.
Yeah.
And they got.
So I think it's unique. But one thing in about, if you were to list the top 100 concerns of this game, Vic Fangio game planning ain't on the top 100. I mean, he's as good as it gets when it comes to game planning and in-game calling of what defense. I mean, he's the best in the business, and he's proven it. It's not going to change because it's a Super Bowl.
Doesn't mean get over the hump though, man. He doesn't have a Super Bowl. You keep talking to me about Spags and how he's better than Spags. I'm like, Spags got all this hard.
I get, and that's what people do. Yeah, and if Vic had Patrick Mahomes, he'd probably have 5 or 6.
Right. I get that. I mean that element of it, but I will say, Spags.
But no, I get that's all people care about. I get it, but again, I think from a football perspective, you're very, very comfortable if you're talking to the coaches and if you're talking to Nick Sirianni. You're very, very comfortable with Vic Fangio. You're not saying, oh, he's got to get over the hump. You're saying it's a damn good defensive coordinator. He's going to come up with a damn good plan.
Right.
Doesn't mean you can't execute on the other side. Doesn't mean you can't get beat. Doesn't mean they won't get beat on certain plays. But he's gonna put guys in positions to make them better. And that's what coaching is. Not about, I always say there's some great coaches in this league that won 5 games this year or 4 games of positional coaches, but they're getting what they have better, and I think a lot of people just don't understand that, to be honest, and say, well, they don't win, so they must stink. That's not, I mean, if you're given, I don't want to pick on a quarterback, but pick your favorite bad quarterback.
I don't know who was Fangio's quarterback in Denver.
Well, it's a perfect example of.
I don't even remember who was it.
Well, exactly. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember. That is,
I can't. I'm completely blanking on it.
And part of the reason, should Vic have been a head coach? I don't know. I'm not saying he's a great head coach. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, but there's a lot of people who are really good coordinators, not great head coaches. He's a really good coordinator. But, let's take the worst graded quarterback by PFF. To give you my point is that if all you have is, and who was Spencer Rattler was 42 of the 42. So if all you have is Spencer Rattler, your goal is to get him as good as he can be. And if you turn Spencer Rattler from a 3-win quarterback to a 5-win quarterback, you're doing a really good job. But there's not too much I can guarantee, but I guarantee if Vic Fangio had Patrick Mahomes, he'd have a whole boatload of Super Bowl championships.
Well, yeah, look, he's 0-8 versus Mahomes. It doesn't look pretty, John. I'll tell you that. But I'm looking at his quarterbacks in Denver. He had Drew Lock in 2020.
There you go.
And he had Teddy Bridgewater in 21. So yeah, not the greatest.
Yeah, I saw it. They were out there. That was the famous. I was out there for that game. That was the famous when Slay broke out the country versus city fumble. He had a country fumble for a touchdown in that game, and Teddy was the starting quarterback. So yeah, I almost threw the trash in the washer this morning. So yeah, I'm not going to come up with arcane stuff, but
me and John pre-show are talking about the delusion. We're in delusion land a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, but I was there for that game, but Teddy actually played pretty well, and I think he got hurt in that game. But yeah, obviously he's not what he once was as a quarterback. So yeah, I mean, You know, you know why I want the Eagles to win this game?
Why is that, John?
To prove to people that it's not quarterback versus quarterback.
John, you understand if the Eagles win this game, they will defy every setup of the modern NFL that's been legislated, talked about,
Yeah, I
beaten
agree.
to a pulp. I mean, passing yards.
And I've done that.
Legislating the passing game. All these things that the modern NFL has evolved into. And here come the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles that seem like a train right now that can't be stopped. At least, you know, they were in the NFC title game with a great running attack, solid quarterback play with no turnovers, and a great defense. I mean, I think
and my goal is to, you know, now if the Eagles win the game, you'll have those people spiking the football saying, "See," and they won't know they're still that nothing has changed. The Eagles have overcome, and again, that margin of error I always talk about. The Eagles have overcome that. You know, if people shut off their brains, I can't help them. But I say all the time, it decreases your margin of error. It doesn't mean you can't. There are a million ways to win a Super Bowl. I've said over the years, you know, the Eagles won with a backup quarterback. The Giants won with a backup quarterback. Tampa Bay won with Baltimore won with Trent Dilfer. You know, but do you want to do that? Do you think you can do that consistently? Do you think that's a winning formula over a long period?
This offensive line, it really might be. Now you're going to need more help for Saquon. He's not going to be able to run 400 carries a year at 2,000. That's not happening.
Well, you think?
Yeah. So
you think?
I know.
If you think about, you know, and Saquon was talking yesterday, boy, you know, we were talking about LeBron James. I get the same feeling. Saquon's so well grounded for how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
Different levels because, you know, LeBron's LeBron, but
yeah, LeBron, as you mentioned the other day, is one of the biggest stars on planet Earth. Yeah.
In the football world, Saquon's like LeBron this season. And he's incredibly well grounded. He brings up, you know, the offensive line. He's like, I'm not Superman. If 5 guys are in the backfield, I can't make everybody miss. He said that yesterday.
Right.
I mean, people like, you know, you look at that 60-yard touchdown run again. He didn't get touched till he was 20 yards down the field.
I know, man. I remember watching it. And I'm like, no way. Is he taking this? And he went. There he went. Off to the races.
So, you know, to his credit, he gave. And the Eagles' offensive line is tremendous. But you've already seen it, Zander. They've had a phenomenal offensive line for the entire Nick Sirianni era. Have been number 1 or number 2 in rushing every single year. But with Miles Sanders, DeAndre Swift, it's more of a slog than it has been with Saquon Barkley.
Right.
So you need everything to fit together. And it has this year. And that's why people should enjoy the journey. But and even with that, you might be a Los Angeles Rams communication on the offensive line away from, but you and I talking about the Senior Bowl. That's how close it was.
I had on the East-West Shrine Bowl last night. You're right, man. Look, you are right. There's no doubt about it. This time last year, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about this. We weren't even talking about the Super Bowl because nobody in Philadelphia cares about other teams in the NFL, which is great, by the way.
I mean, I wish people would recognize that. And I know, and I talk about elevating the conversation. I try to do it as best I can. Look, on one side, it's going to prove, you know, it's not quarterback versus quarterback, which I think is a good thing. On the other side, people are going to say, see, you can win this way, which I think is a bad thing.
Yeah, but John, here, can I just push back on one thing? Isn't that kind of every NFL game where it's like, well, if the ball bounced differently here, well, if Jalen Carter didn't make that play there, they would have lost. I get it. The margin of error is small, but isn't it small for every team in the NFL? I mean, think about it. The Chiefs just won the AFC Championship by three points. You know, I mean, I feel like the margin is small for everybody. And with
Well,
the
it
Eagles,
is.
with this
It
run
is.
game, I mean,
It's a parity-driven league. It is small. There's so many one-score games, and you saw it with Kansas City this year. Kansas
right.
City don't want it to be that way. Again, you're trying to increase the margin of error. And the Eagles, because of the talent they have assembled, and you saw it against Washington, when they're clicking, you're fucked.
You're fucked. If the Eagles have a passing game in rhythm like they did in
Well, then why is anybody, you agree, why is anybody else, and I'm not picking on you, why is anybody else arguing that? You know, you've seen it. You've seen it.
Yeah. You mean when
see
the passing game's
difference.
going too. Yeah. Well, I think what people take offense to or get upset about is we speak like they're not capable of doing it. Now they haven't done it this year on a consistent basis. That's a fair thing to say. And you just saw them do it in the NFC Championship. If they do what they did in the NFC Championship game, I think we win by two touchdowns.
I really said if they play, I said it on the post game show. If they play like that, they're not getting beat. But the vast majority of games, there's 20 games. The vast majority they have not played like that. When they do play,
Casey getting hot at the right time here,
possibly. But you know, the week prior, it wasn't like that. The week prior, they were on the cusp of disaster, even though they completely outplayed the Los Angeles Rams. They were on the cusp of disaster. And part of it was the missed extra points and all, but most of it, if you want to be honest, if everybody wants to be honest with themselves, is 65 net passing yards, which is ludicrous. I mean, what the two things are not mutually exclusive. You can point out that not having more passing yards than any other playoff game for the past decade is not good. When that happens,
while acknowledging how good the team is, I think
yes.
you can acknowledge those two things.
And
it was a snow game, you know, and our formula, and this will bring me to my next point, okay, on this game coming up, because I'm fascinated with this conversation because I rewatched the 22 Super Bowl a couple nights ago. We talked about it on the show already. All right. In 22, you went into that game, John. You didn't run the ball well. In fact, you took the Chiefs game and you played it with them. In fact, many say, John, Jalen played that game better than Patrick Mahomes.
I think he did.
And what happened, John? What happened? You lost the fucking game. It brings me back to my favorite, John, the only movie I'll ever reference on this show, and you know what it is already. It's the only movie I've ever referenced. It's probably the only one I ever will reference. Maybe a couple others. Take their game and shove it back in their face. If you try and play the Chiefs game, you're going to lose. The Buffalo Bills have been playing the Chiefs game for 4 years, John. They gotten bounced in the playoffs every single time. So the Philadelphia Eagles have a formula that the Chiefs don't handle all the time. And they should take that formula, triple down on it, and run the ball right down their throat and say, if you can't stop it, you're not going to win. I think that's the best method to win this game.
I think
I don't like it.
People conflate one game and just turn it into everything. And when it becomes the Super Bowl, it's even more so. I mean, they only have one Super Bowl win. Was Super Bowl 52 the conventional way the Eagles played that year?
Kind of. I mean, Jalen was
kind of. They gave up 505 passing yards.
I was thinking 57. I was thinking 57.
That was the most. Yeah, to this day, the most Super Bowl yard, the biggest shootout in Super Bowl history.
But that was a different team. We don't have that team.
A couple weeks prior, they were. Yeah, but why are you not complaining that game where they won, which many people have done?
Because that team was set up to throw. That team was never a ground. I mean, they did have good running game. They had Jay Ajayi, they had Garrett Blunt, they had Corey Clement.
2 weeks prior, they beat the Atlanta Falcons in a grinded out win.
Yeah, I mean, you were on a backup quarterback, though. Are we going to act like that's not a different story for a team?
Well, people do.
When you have a backup quarterback, John, it's truly win by any means necessary. It's going to look different each time.
So is February 9th. win by any means necessary. If Nick has said it 100 times, he said it 1,000,000 times. If we got to throw it 50 times, we'll throw it 50 times. If we got to run it 50 times, we'll run it 50 times.
I think if we throw it 50 times in this game, we're losing.
Well, the point he's trying to make is if it's is the Jim Schwartz point I bring up all the time, all the time. All games have personalities. If you're in a shootout, you got to go win a shootout. Simple. The Eagles have the players to do that. If everything goes correctly, and you get the ball first, you grind it out, great. Win that and run that to the finish line.
Right.
But if you get punched in the face, the old Mike Tyson quote, everybody's got to play until they get punched in the face. And you get punched in the face, well, you better adapt or you're going to lose. So there is no formula to win an NFL game. It's you can win, as I said, 1,000,000 different ways.
Yeah, but John, this is what's the theme of the show been this week? It's been process. You have a process. If that breaks down, then yes, you have to adapt. But going into the game to say there's no formula, I feel like how could you say that?
No, because there's tendencies, there's trends. They're a good running team. They're a good defensive team. But eventually, something's going to happen that upsets the apple cart. And you want to be well-rounded enough to be able to win a game, and the Eagles are to be able to win it. They've won a bunch of games on the defensive side. People don't want to admit that, but they have.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think that's hard to admit. They got the best defense in football.
I think people only want to admit it when they admit it because no, it's the running game. It's the running game. It's the running. It's Philadelphia.
It's team football. My favorite part about football is it's the ultimate team game. You need everybody. You don't win that game versus the Rams without Jalen Carter and Saquon Barr. It's the ultimate team game. I think that. I mean, anybody that says that all the time.
Well, yeah, most people don't agree with that. Most people think it's the quarterback or Saquon. They don't even talk about it.
We talk about it all the time. The quarterbacks have the biggest impact on the game.
Course, of course they do.
Impact. Yeah.
Good or bad, they have the biggest impact on the game. Yeah, it takes everybody. Saquon, that's what Saquon was just saying yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not Superman. You can't make 5 people miss.
Right.
But a lot of people think he is. I mean, I don't know if there's 2 things that frustrate me most as much as I talk about football. One is play calling, which
Yep.
People think, and I'm not winning that argument with people. For whatever reason, people can't wrap their head around that, and it's the easiest thing to understand. I don't get it. You don't even know what the play call is, and you're judging a play call.
Yeah, it is a funny concept as sports fans, where it's like, somebody. I was joking about this the other day. Somebody was in the chat yesterday on Zander time. I forget, they were telling me what to do, and I'm like, boy, is this how Jalen Hurts feels? You guys are telling me how to do my job? Shut the fuck up. And I'm like, boy, that must be how coaches and players feel all day long.
Yeah. I mean, so that's number 1. And number 2 is the margin of error thing, which, for whatever reason, I always bring up that Green Bay game because they won it with a block punt. You want a playoff game with a block punt. All right, you want to count on that moving forward? I'm going to win all playoff games with a block punt. That's my formula.
That's football, baby. That's football.
That's
you got to make a play. Brandon Graham, make the play in the Super Bowl and you win. Because if he didn't, guess what? Brady would have had 600 yards and they would have won the football game.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman correctly have the belief that, look, the best way to be consistently good is to have the high octane passing offense in the modern NFL. They're right. They're 100% right. That doesn't mean you can't win in other ways. And, it's funny because I believe that they were too quick to panic after the 2-2 start, and they had too many turnovers. I believe they were too quick to panic. I believe they were unfair to Jalen Hurts, to be honest. But they have a running back who's historic, and I haven't lost a damn game. And the one they did lose, I don't even count that much because she only got hurt 6 minutes in,
Right.
and they
So
lost
again,
with
they've lost since what,
seconds left.
October?
So it's hard to argue with the success. But I truly believe they panicked too early because they didn't have AJ for 3 of those games. And the Tampa game, which was really ugly, and it affects even the people in the building, how ugly it was. They didn't have AJ, Devontae, or Lane in that game.
Right.
People forget.
Well,
So I think they panicked way too early. But they've lost 1 game in 4 months.
Well, that's what I was going to push back and say. Well, John McMullen can sit here and say they panicked too early. The Eagles can say, boy, what a great decision we decided to make that ultimately led us to the Super Bowl. And now our passing game is finding its rhythm late in the year, which will add to, add icing to the cake.
Well, you better finish it because all these people are coming out of the woodwork. If you show up and play like shit, especially in the passing game, and you lose because you can't throw the football.
I'm telling you right now, there's zero chance Jalen Hurts plays like shit in this game. There is, and maybe that's equal color. I don't know. I'm analyzing objectively, as objectively as I can.
Shit.
His career, he shows up in big moments, man, and that's a credit to him as a player and his demeanor and everything.
What is that? And I agree, first of all, but I used to have this argument with Andy when Andy was in Philadelphia, and people were, you can't win the big game. He's like in 90 NFC championship games. He can't win them. What's a big game? Only big games are the Super Bowl and being the last team standing.
Well, those are the biggest games. Those are the games that define careers, man. Those are the games that
no, I get that, but you're saying the divisional round is not a big game.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said he always shows up at big games. He didn't show up in the fucking divisional round.
That's fair.
No. I'm saying, every playoff game is a big game from a player perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
The simple reality of it's do or die. It's
100%.
win or you're out. So these people that, and I'm not picking on you because everybody's.
No, I know what you're saying. You don't have to say that. I'm good. You can pick on me, John.
These are all big games from a player and coaching perspective. When your season is on the line and you got 60 minutes to win or go home, these are all big games. I'm with you. Jalen Hurts is, a quarterback that isn't generally going to be flustered by the big stage, but he has not shown up in every big game.
That's fair.
Played at a high level. That's all I'm trying to put up. That's all I'm trying to. And if he has one of those lesser games on this stage and they don't finish this, the same people who have been gripped in you the whole year are going to ship back and do their 180. So, you better finish. You better finish. And then you'll have either side spiking the football, not realizing that they're full of shit.
Good stuff there, Johnny Mac. Let's get to a couple super chats. I appreciate everybody being here. I got another good topic for John. I am going to take some great super chats from the people. I want to thank Lady Dutch for becoming a member. Lady Dutch, thank you. And you're now entered into the JAKIB giveaways. All right, I got no more giveaways. We'll do more today. And I want to thank publicly and on the air, Josh B. Josh, I'm not sure if you're in here. Okay. I have activated the pirate ship. And because of that, I got up on everybody's giveaways. So if you have won a giveaway from JAKIB Sports, which has been like 60 or 70 of you, okay, everybody shipped, including our winner from yesterday, SB Ricky, the legend winner. So everybody is shipped out. Brandon Howard in Canada costing me some extra coin. That's all right, Brandon. I love you, brother. Everything is on the way. So I appreciate that. Lady Dutch, thanks for becoming a new member, and we appreciate all of our great members here. Dirty D says, in Vic's defense, no pun intended, he is 0-8 versus Mahomes, and in those games, Vic offense averaged less than 12 points. And he had fucking Drew Lock, bro. I mean, seriously, I get it. 0-8 is not pretty, and it does give me some level of concern. But if you think you're going to knock off Goliath with Drew fucking Lock, you're not, okay? You're not. So I don't know what you want. I don't know why that's all on Vic. We just talked about this being a team game. I mean, good Lord. John, your response.
Yeah, I mean, we just spent a lot of time talking. For wins and losses are not a quarterback stat. Number one, yeah, I mean, again, your goal as a coach is if you have 5-win talent, go get 8 wins. If you have 13-win talent like the Eagles do, go win a Super Bowl. That's what coaching is. Maximizing what you have. Guess what good coaching is? Talent is cyclical, and there are going to be years where you don't have talent as a coach. If you're lucky enough to coach as long as Vic has, you're going to go through the ringer, and the goal is to always get what you do have to a higher level. That's what coaching is, not winning the Super Bowl every year, because that's not possible. But yeah, he was not equipped. I would not put too much credence into wins and losses for quarterbacks, or even coaches versus other coaches. Obviously, when Bill Belichick had Tom Brady, nobody had a good record against the Patriots or Bill Belichick. So similar with Kansas City, similar in this run with the Eagles. You see all these stats. The Eagles are these unbelievable Knicks, number 3 in the Super Bowl era, number 6 all time, whatever he is. They win every fucking game. So everything looks good when you win every game.
Yeah,
and the
no
Chiefs
doubt.
are 17-1 and going for, and I say that because I don't count week 18, and going for a 3rd consecutive Super Bowl. Same thing with the Eagles. I like the ref stats too. I did you get the ref stats from NFL ref
I
stats?
did. He sends me them. Yeah, I was actually talking to him. He messaged me. Are you going down? I'm like, no, I'm sending Johnny Mac down. He's like, oh, great stuff. So yeah, I like. He sent me over them.
Yeah, so we sent them out, and the Chiefs. The Chiefs always have a good record, and everybody. Well, they win every game. The Eagles have a good record with all these crews too, because guess what? They win every game.
Right.
So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that 8-0. And there's moments in those games where Vic has done a very good job comparatively speaking to everybody else. But yeah. Anyway, what was the other part of it?
Nothing. It just that the Vic's offense averaged 12 points. Nothing. I mean, I just wanted you to respond to the comment about Vic.
Offense.
Oh.
Well, he's not an offense coach. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's
again, he had Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. I mean,
and that's partially why they lost the game. When you score 12 points a game against bad teams, you're not going to win. Never mind the Chiefs. So, yeah, that has nothing to do with the defense that'll be out on the field, which will have some problems. But yeah, I mean, it's Kansas City.
Got to be perfect against them. Josh B, let's freaking go. Josh, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Greg Smith becomes a member. Greg, thank you, man. I always see you in the chat.
We got Sean Desai love. Did we talk about that one?
No, we did not.
A. Martine. Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
A. Martine. If you remember, what was
the I'll get to that in a second. Let me get to that in a second. All right. Greg, thank you for becoming a member, man. I always see you in the chat. I appreciate you. Let's go to what John's talking about. And Martine says, look at that. Johnny Mac looking at his super chat. Well,
Sean Desai. I like
getting better with the chat. I love it.
I think Sean Desai gets too much shit, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, I'm in a losing battle.
You're firing a guy, you're 10-2. What are you talking about? J-Mac, if you remember, what was the key to Desai's Fangio style defense in 23, limiting the KC offense to 17 on the road after KC's bye week? You think Vic is studying that impressive win in preparation? Holy shit! Is Vic Fangio?
No, I wanted
what Sean decided.
I like the saying that Sean Desai, giving him some credit because he had some good games, which I think that was one of them, which I think people conveniently forget. And Nick made a big mistake making that change. I firmly believe that. Maybe his biggest mistake as a head coach, to be honest.
I could agree with that.
Not that they would have been great, but they would have been better. And they probably, who knows if they stayed healthy and yada yada. But anyway, Is Vic studying that game? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
You wait. So these coordinators have 2 weeks. All right, 2 weeks to prep for a game. Are you telling me you don't even think Fangio is going to put on the tape of last year's Chiefs game?
Very little. I'm sure he watched the game, but very little. You know,
So John McMullen, the smartest football mind I've ever talked to. All right. What is Vic Fangio doing in preparation then for the Super Bowl?
His focus on the Chiefs of this year. He's focused on his talent. He's focused on maximizing them against the Chiefs this year. I think people get caught up in scheme. It's interesting. I was texting back and forth with a former Eagles coach about Vic and Spagnuolo. Spangio. I'm tired, but
Yeah.
because I thought it was interesting, because everybody loves Spags because of the Super Bowls, and I'm like, I pointed out, I go, well, I made the Larry Brown, Phil Jackson comparison from a basketball standpoint. I'm like, yeah, he's got all the success, but everybody copies what Vic does. They don't copy what Spags does, which I think is telling more than anything else. But when it talks to the respect he has inside the industry. So he wrote back, which I agree. Vic's defense has never really been about scheme. They actually run relatively basic stuff. It's the details that really make it what it is. He knows how offenses are going to attack it and reverse engineers his teaching to negate it. I've always felt, and I disagree a little bit because, first of all defenses in the NFL are pretty fucking basic. There's only a certain amount of coverages.
Right.
The most basic would be cover 2. But where I disagree with him is compared to most defenses, Vic's is very complicated in the modern world because they play so many different zone coverages. And all that means they're not complicated in the moment if you do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But especially with younger players, it's really impressive because you see so many blown coverages across the league. What are those blown coverages are usually not about getting beat athletically sometimes, but much more just blown coverages, just losing your responsibility, not doing what you're supposed to do. And the Eagles have a stunning low amount of those this year. They've had a few, but not many. So I've always thought, and that's the big difference between Vic running the scheme and Sean running the scheme, or anybody else, as many copycats around the league over the past 5 to 10 years. The difference is how he teaches it, how he prepares the players. I've said it a billion times in this technological world. All of you listening to the show right now can go on Google, search Vic Fangio, and find a bunch of different schemes and charts and X and O things where you can literally look at everything he does. At the Honest NFL charts games, it tells you every single defense Vic Fangio runs for a game. You can find it all over the place. So, if you have sort of a football IQ and you're a wonk and you like film and you want to do it, you can go out there, become a coach and run Vic Fangio's defense. Now go teach it. That's the difference. That's where he sets himself apart. Get the players prepared to run it. It's not the scheme. And the same thing holds true on offense, to be honest. It's teaching it, it's having the players prepared for it, and it's making them execute it. Because anybody can, whoever your favorite offensive coordinator, we've been through this much more because people care much more about offense, whether it's Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan, same thing. You can find literal playbooks online. Teach it. That ain't as easy.
Is there also an element there, John, that's a credit to the Eagle football players? Because if you look at what Vic did in Miami, I like to think that Vic was the same level of coach, but the people he was teaching, maybe I'm wrong on this, the people he was teaching it to weren't as receptive to the coaching or weren't as teachable in that moment or in that system because they didn't, but for whatever reason,
There's always,
like
one of the things, Miami, also people are involved. Real people are involved. Everybody doesn't learn the same way. Everybody doesn't want to do certain things. Here, if you think about it, and Slay could have been this way, but he wasn't, and he isn't. But down in Miami, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard. Jalen Ramsey's going to the Hall of Fame because he's the best press cover of his generation, cover corner of his generation. He doesn't want to fucking play cover 3. He doesn't want to play quarters all day. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He doesn't have the same. He doesn't have the same mindset as Quinyon Mitchell coming in as a rookie.
Yeah, well, that guy can, as good of a player as you are, then get the fuck off my team because this is football.
Well,
this is what I love about Jalen Hurts, though. What his comment with the straitjacket proved was, I'm willing to, even if I don't like it, even if I have to listen to every talk show host in the country bash me because I can't pass the ball. I'm willing to do what it takes to win the game. Same thing on defense. If Jalen Ramsey doesn't want to play my defense because I'm a better player than that, I'm capable of more than that. Well, your team sucked last year.
Well, they didn't suck. They made the playoffs. Number one, it was a very good defense.
It's a loser mentality. I'm sorry. It is. It's a team game, John. You got to buy in.
Yeah, but that's easy to say. But and Jalen's a rare bird. And by the way, if they don't win again, it's going to pop up. AJ said that yesterday. I'm surprised more people haven't made a big deal out of it. I'm going to write about it. I'll try to, while I'm talking, I'll try to find out because I transcribed it, but I'll try to find it. If not, when we take a break, but they're winning. I mean, the fact that Jalen had brought that up is more indicative of it ain't his preference. Is he willing to do it? Yes. But he's willing to do it because they're winning football games. Nobody wants to be the guy that's, we haven't lost a game in 4 months. And the one we did, I got knocked out 6 minutes into the game. So they're winning every game. Are you really going to say, hey, I got to throw it more? Of course not. He's not stupid. Same thing with AJ. He's not stupid. But he kind of chuckled. AJ said, we're going to have those conversations if we weren't winning. I mean, the fact that he said it, and that's not the first time he's alluded to that. As you know, he's dropped those little hints, with Pittsburgh. Is that what you're all waiting for? Whatever that comment was. These little passive-aggressive comments. Not happy with it. Is he overt? And by the way, there's more Jalen Ramseys of the world than Jalen Hurts is. So it's easy to say that, especially when you talk about star players. And I'm talking about big-time star players for people in Philadelphia that are too provincial. Again, this guy's going to the fucking Hall of Fame. He ain't some run-of-the-mill guy, and he's going to the Hall of Fame because of his press coverage ability, and you're not utilizing it, so he wasn't happy. Same thing with Xavier Howard, who was not a Hall of Fame player, but a 3-time Pro Bowl player. So they have these cover corners. And by the way, they did good defense, too. They made the playoffs, and people conflate with they got a bunch of injuries to Jalen Phillips and Andrew Van Ginkel, and there's a third edge rush. They lost 3 edge rushers, and were playing guys off the streets in the playoff game, and they got beat. Even Vic can't do anything about that. Again, it's a talent thing. When Phillips was out there, when Van Ginkel was out there, they were pretty freaking good, even with a bunch of cornerbacks who were upset because they weren't allowed to do what they excel at. Now, here you have a Quinyon Mitchell. Look, if Quinyon Mitchell came into a different system, if he came into like a Brian Flores system, or a Steve Spagnuolo system. We don't even have to go. We can go right to Kansas City.
There you go.
And he had success early in his career and turned into Trent McDuffie and was a Pro Bowl, multi-Pro Bowl corner. And then Vic came in. You might have a different mindset. I don't know. Nobody knows. But I mean, that's the difference. But the Miami defense was not bad last year. It was not bad.
They weren't bad, but there was clearly ego at play where they wanted to do what they wanted to do more so.
Well,
than
again, that's veteran. That's veteran, and the Eagles veterans, Slay versus, Slay could have been that guy because Slay was.
That's kind of what I'm saying, though. I'm crediting the players for their. Not every. You don't have to choose to go that route. Slay could have easily went Jalen Ramsey and said, "I'm going to the Hall of Fame." You're doing what with me?
He could, but at his age, and he is not quite what he once was, where Ramsey's still in the prime of his career. Maybe it was just, hey, you know what? This is a little bit easier on me. This can extend my career. A lot of things factor into it, but it's not just. The fact that the Eagles have bought in is a big deal. I'm not trying to say it isn't, but think about the guys buying in. All right, you have rookies. You have very young players who don't have these reputations. Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. In the case of Nolan, wasn't even effective prior to Vic getting here. You have Zach Bond, who's never played before. You have Nakobe Dean, who was injured, never took.
It's definitely a different defense. I hear you.
It's a different mentality with players that are not as entrenched, and it becomes a little bit easier, I think, to get people to buy in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just saying, I do think they're.
Because Jonathan Gannon, when he got here, if you remember, Fletch was like, "What the fuck? I don't want to play this bullshit.
Yeah,
I don't want to play this two-gap bullshit."
I remember that comment specifically. It's a good point, but it's a good pushback. I do think. There is an element, though, where players on both sides of the ball have to buy in, or else ultimately you're never going to reach the end.
And by the way, Fletch, because they started having success, eventually bought in, and they went to the Super Bowl.
He would admit he needed to buy in,
but he would also admit, and I bet you he'll be at the Super Bowl. Hopefully, I run into him maybe on Radio Row at some point, but. He would admit that he would, and he has. He much more enjoyed playing Jim Schwartz's version.
Right. Good stuff, John. I got a good question here, all right, about this Vic Fangio. This comes from Curtis, one of our great members here on JAKIB. Zander, does Vic help Kellen game plan for Spags at all? I think that's a great question. You got two great defensive coordinators.
No,
you don't think so?
No, he's been asked the question. No, they don't. Now, if they run each other, they speak, and if they run, but no, I mean, Kellen's focused on the defense. Vic's focused on the offense. In Vic's specific case,
boy, that's interesting to me. Like you would think, I don't know. I would just think, hey man, you've been a defensive coordinator for 40 years. I'm going up against a Super Bowl champion defensive coordinator. What do you see when you watch?
Well, I would say,
what do you take from it? How can I try and exploit it? Where do you see a weakness, Vic? I would ask those questions.
I just reread it, and I will say Kellen would be more apt to ask Vic a question than vice versa. I was on my Vic camp.
Definitely, I don't think Vic's asking him shit, but yeah,
Vic is an interesting cat, but no, not much. I mean, if he's got something specific, when Vic was a consultant here for 2 weeks. Leading up to the Super Bowl. A lot of people don't know. He was not helping the defense. He was helping the offense. And Nick and Shane were using him in that way and saying, all right, if we do this, what would you do to stop it? That's what his role was. The same thing, Marcus Brady was actually doing that for the defense. He was here at the time. And that's how that worked. Now, Vic was actually asked this question earlier in the season. How much do you and Kellen, and Vic being the honest human being that he is, painfully honest. He's like, no, not much at all. And I know that's not rare, by the way. That's how every team is set up. I mean, first of all, you have too much work to do with your side of the football.
Yeah, I understand that. I just thought, I mean, you're in,
but that,
New Orleans,
that's
you're having
not
coffee. You're waking up at the hotel. I don't know. There's got to be some.
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, yesterday I got the picture. He's talking to Jeff Stoughton, was a great picture. Maybe the two best assistant coaches in the NFL. He's on the practice field. Yeah, they're all friends. They all talk. They spend so much time together.
That's all right if you dispute
have
it.
those.
I thought it was a good question because that's the kind of stuff I think they would do, but maybe they don't.
They have. It's not a big part of it, is what I'm trying.
Yeah,
to say.
I get that. Good answer there. All right, John, let's keep rolling. We got a couple more super chats. I want to again thank everybody for being here, man. Great crowd all week long, up to 1,000 watch. And what do we got on YouTube? 560 on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate it. If you're watching on X, we appreciate it. If you're listening to the podcast after, we appreciate it. All right, I got some changes coming to the podcast for the podcast listeners. So big thanks to all the people who do listen to the podcast. John, I got a great message yesterday. A West Coast guy listens to the show after and he turns it up to 1.25 or 1.5 speed and he hears us ramble for 2 hours. So that's how I listen to my podcast. So I would like to, I got to listen to one of our episodes on that, see what we sound like on the expedited, on the quicker speed. So appreciate everybody right now in the chat. Anthony Stevens, says, get the likes up, hit the damn button. Don't waste. There's great content. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Definitely hit that like button. We got to get the 200 at least on Super Bowl. The Friday before, 2 Fridays before the Super Bowl. Q the God says, John, who you got tomorrow night in the Rumble?
Oh, that's a good one, Q. I haven't thought about it. I mean, the easiest way is to have John Cena win it because I think that's the way they're going for WrestleMania. You could go at different ways. You could have him win the Elimination Chamber and get to there. But Cody's got the biggest title. I think they're going to go Cody versus John Cena. With him, John Cena trying to break the all-time record for most world championships. I think that's the way they're going. And sometimes simple, keep it simple, stupid. And to make it the biggest match possible would be John Cena winning the Royal Rumble in front of, boy, they got like 65,000 tickets out at Lucas Oil Stadium. So to do it in front of that many people, that would be the smartest way to go in my estimation.
Good stuff there. Wapzino checks in. Look at that name, John. Wapzino. I don't know what that means. I don't see our special team shitting the bed like that muff punt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, partially because the punter's not going to kick it the wrong way.
I don't know. We have one of our great viewers, Real Zeal. He's always messaging us during the games. Another special teams fluke. He doesn't like the special teams. I don't know. We'll see, man.
Well, you better. I mean, you got to pay attention to special teams. That's what a lot of people don't. And that cost him. Again, we were talking about what has Howie Roseman done great. That was one of his worst decisions ever that nobody ever talks about. Aaron Cepas was hurt. Remember, he got hurt late against the Giants. He took it looked like a bad injury. Most of us thought he was done for the season. It's probably week 18. They usually play the Giants in week 18. And they brought in Chet. It was late. It wasn't week 18 because Brett Kern, they brought in. He had a couple games in the regular season. And then he kicked the playoff games. And he wasn't good by any stretch of the imagination. But Brett had punted for like 17, 18 years. Long time. Former Pro Bowl punter. And knows how to do the job. And he don't make mistakes like that. But it came to the Super Bowl, and Aaron was ready to return, and Howie Roseman was showing some loyalty to Aaron Cepas. And boy, that was a big mistake. They should have just let Brett Kern kick. And again, he wouldn't have been great, but he wouldn't have kicked the football the wrong way. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes he's made. But nobody cares because of special teams.
We'll
but it
see.
cost you a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Don't remind me, please.
Helped cost you. It didn't cost. I mean, it wasn't. That was
99
just
C
one of the big plays.
Diesel checks in. What spot does BG take on the 53?
Oh boy, that's a good question. I haven't thought about it yet. Who would they? I got to think about that one. That's a good question. Let me think about that one. Let me mull it over, and I'll get back to that one. There's a lot of guys that don't play. Right off the bat, you have the 3 offensive linemen who are never dressed. And I love Nick Gates, but I have no idea why he's on this team. I love him personally. He doesn't play. And when Landy gets hurt last week, there's in game, there's nothing you could do because he's not dressed. But they didn't consider dressing. They could have dressed him when Cam wasn't going to start, but they didn't. And they decided to use Cam as an emergency option. And then sure enough, Landon gets hurt and he's out there struggling with a bad back and all that kind of stuff. So, he's an option. Those 3 guys, Nick Gates, Darian Kennard, Trevor Keegan, never dressed. Anaya Smith come up with a sprained ankle. Lewis Seen just got here. Eli Ricks never plays. Somebody could sprain an ankle in practice this week, and you can do it that way and just put them on injured reserve. But yeah, Chuck Harris at that position, maybe Chuck Harris because he's been here the shortest. Although he's on the practice squad, I take that back. They already cut Chuck, so. Those are some of the names, but there's plenty of guys who don't play.
Didn't they elevate Morrow last week? Maybe him?
Yeah, Nick Morrow. Well, no, he's on the practice squad. You got to be on the 53.
Oh, right.
So, Nick's probably going to get elevated.
I saw him in the picture. I'm like, look, he shows up like end of the year, and he's in the NFC Championship pictures. I'm like, all right, Nick, all right, Morrow.
Well, he was with Buffalo, so he was with 2 good teams. So he would have been in the playoffs there if he didn't get cut. But, he's probably going to get elevated for the Super Bowl again, I would think, Nick Morrow and Kari Blasingame as well, who's on the practice squad. But yeah, it's not tough. The tough part is you want to, for the guys that have been here all season, and Ricks has been here all season, Gates has been here all season, Kennard, Keegan, Anaya Smith. I mean, you want them to have their moment as well, but sometimes they don't play. So one of them's got to bite the bullet.
Good stuff there, Johnny. I'll read a couple more comments, and we'll get to a break. And then when we come back, I got a good question for John, okay? And I want everybody in the chat also to give their opinion on that question. So stay tuned. We will do that. Let me just read the Bird Gang Girl, one of our winners this week. All right, Bird Gang Girl says, good morning, y'all. I'm late to listen because I'm off work on Fridays. Good, get that rest. We appreciate you being here. Make sure you go back and listen to the start of the show. Bird Gang Girl, we appreciate you. Kenny Sprague, I'm glad you finally agreed Cena will win. I live near Indy, so I'm going. You can't see me.
Yeah, John Cena.
Is that just I guess there's a big event this weekend?
Yeah, the Royal Rumble. Come on. It's bigger than the Super Bowl.
I don't know, John. I don't follow this stuff, man. I've been so busy. I've consumed more football content in the last 6 days than I'd like to admit.
Lucas Oil Stadium, the Royal Rumble, 6 o'clock, I believe, Saturday. There will be about 70,000 there to watch John Cena likely win. That's my prediction.
You think so? That old fart's going to win?
Yeah.
Come on. I'm not even a wrestling guy, so maybe you guys will all get mad at me. I don't know. Move on to the new era. Give the dude. Who's the dude that everybody loves? Roman Reigns. Give that guy the win. Is he in it?
He is going to be in it.
All right, that's Zander's pick. All right, I don't know what wrestling you got. I don't follow
Well,
it.
he's always a threat when he's in that because he's a big star.
Give me Roman Reigns, not John Cena, 60-year-old Cena. Come on.
Yeah. Well, John's a big deal. He's 47, by the way.
Close enough.
Yeah. But again, it's a long story. Like 17 world championships tied with Ric Flair. Oh, that number's hooey, but Rick's got like 20 something, but some of them are Fugazi way back in the day. But so the official number 17. So he could break the record. So it's a big deal. And he's retiring this year, but it's a 1-year retirement tour. They've never done that before. But yeah, it's one of the all-time greats, Zander. So that's why.
Yeah, that's why. I know. I get it. It's like Brady winning a bowl. Here we go. A couple more. Roman held the title for 1,100 days. Good. Better than Cena. Again, Kenny, don't take my word as gospel. I don't know anything about this shit. I just think Roman Reigns is worthy of it.
Well, I mean, when Rock shows up, when Dwayne Johnson shows up, because he's an even bigger star than Cena, obviously. I mean, how old is Dwayne Johnson now? I don't know.
Here's why I like The Rock. Okay, I'm very biased.
He's older. I know that.
I'll tell you, you want to know why I like The Rock, John, over Cena? It has nothing to do with wrestling. Because I am biased to my company, and The Rock has made an appearance here on JAKIB Sports before. So I will go for The Rock over Cena.
Well, he's a Miami guy. He's also
that's where he came from. He was on Massilia.
He's also a bigger, Hollywood star. Although they're both big, but Rock is, for a while he was the biggest box office attraction in the world. So, yeah, that's pretty high level there. So when he shows up, he gets to do what he wants, basically.
Matt NG checks in. We need Bane Mailata energy. Did you see that, John? Bane Mailata?
I did.
My God.
I wish I saw it after I was talking to him yesterday. I wish I saw it before. I did see that it was also pretty funny on Saquon's long touchdown run, but I did see the Bane thing. Yeah.
All right, I gotta move off wrestling. We got a Super Bowl to talk about here. Matt NG says, with all the weapons Casey has on offense, are you at all concerned about our linebacker play and coverage?
I've been concerned since N'Kobe went down, but so far, Oren Burks has held up beautifully.
Yes, he has.
But yeah, a little bit. I mean, you brought up Zach Ertz. I mean, that's a little bit of you saw it crop up a little bit, but it didn't matter because they won by 100 points. But they had a real difficult time dealing with Zach Ertz. So, what Zander brought up earlier. So you saw it a little bit. It just didn't matter. Yeah, it's a big concern because Oren is not known as a great coverage player. And yeah, I mean, a little bit of a concern. Yes.
I agree. No doubt about it. Kenny says, I want to be like J-Mac when I grow up. Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. All right, here we go. Let's get to our commercial break. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Everybody take a chill pill in the chat. I'm getting texts, emails, calls. Who's blocking who? Nobody needs to block anybody in the chat. Everybody relax. We're getting ready for a Super Bowl. I appreciate all you guys being here. Hit that like button on the show if you haven't already. Good to see some of our great people in here as always. My guy Niall is back. Niall, good to see you in here, my guy. Good to see everybody. So we appreciate all you guys. Anybody I missed, I didn't mean to miss you, but I do appreciate you for being here. We'll get to our commercial break. And when we come back, I got a topic. I got a question. I'll get John's response, and I'll get some responses from the chat as well. So we'll do that when we come back from the break. Before I get to that break, let me tell you guys about the great people at BetUS. Go and check them out. The promo code YouTube150 gives you a 150% sign-up bonus on your very first deposit. and you get 125% on your second and third deposit, all up to $2,000. So deposit less and bet with more at betus.com.pa. That's betus.com.pa. Big thanks to them for sponsoring the 2-hour show today. And we appreciate you guys for being here and for them for sponsoring the show. So go check them out today. Take those Super Bowl bets using BetUS. We'll be right back in 3 minutes, everybody, on Birds 365.
Ignite your nights with free live entertainment daily, only at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia's Center Bar. 7 days a week, enjoy some of the region's top party bands, performers, and DJs as they take the stage in the heart of the casino action. Great cocktails, live music, and lively moments. It's all happening at Center Bar at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Visit livecasinophilly.com for more details and the complete list of upcoming events. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The following is a real testimonial from the father of a young injured victim.
I didn't think she was going to make it.
Major Perry's daughter was the victim of a horrific accident caused by someone else's negligence.
If you don't find the right counselor, law firm that you're looking for, you will get lost in the wilderness.
Badly injured? Call the Fritz and Bianculli Law Firm at 215-458-2222 and find out why they say, "We got this."
In our hometown, we all look out for each other. We step up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong as the #1 health insurer in the region. No IBX is always looking out for you.
We noticed that there was mold creeping into our basement about a year and a half ago, and wanted to make sure that we were getting rid of the problem permanently. We actually reached out to several different contractors to get it resolved, and actually 2 of them recommended DryTech to us as a long-term solution. Other than the noise factor, we wouldn't even know that there was work being done on the basement level. It's really been a clean process for us.
Score and save this football season on your car insurance. Before the next game, save up to 40% on your auto insurance policy. That's right, 40% savings. Call an audible this season and contact the Del Val Insurance Group. They're an advocate for you, not an insurance company. That means they'll get you the right coverage and save you up to 40%. Call managing partners Fran or Jim of Del Val Insurance, 215-354-0122, or score and save at dvigi.com. dvigi.com.
EAGLES, Eagles.
Welcome back in, everybody, to a Football Friday edition of Birds 365. 9 days out from Super Bowl 59. The anticipation is building. The excitement is building. The energy in the air in the city is good. All right, so I'll be out there today. Looking forward to being out in the city, John. I always say, this city, John, when the Eagles are good, it's a different city. The economy flows better. People say hi to you when you walk into a coffee shop. I mean, the energy, the camaraderie, the people, everything works a little bit better in the city of brotherly love when the Philadelphia Eagles win football games. So there's definitely a great feeling in the air around here right now.
Yeah, I would encourage people to enjoy it, enjoy the journey. It's an accomplishment to get to where they go, because I went through this in 2022. When you don't win it, people assume it isn't an accomplishment. And this has been a tremendous season for the Philadelphia Eagles, and you want to finish it. And I'm not saying everybody should want them to finish it, but your mood should not be dictated by a football team.
Don't tell Philadelphians that, John.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And by the way, Brandon Graham is a perfect example of this, man. you know, better things happen if you're optimistic and you got energy and all that kind of good stuff. So, you know, you're more likely to recover and adversity and all that kind of stuff. And BG is a perfect example of that. So that's what I'd say about that. But yeah, obviously people should be excited. And you know, they got a good chance. I'm not saying they're going to lose the game. They got a good chance to win the game. I mean, yeah.
All right, you ready
But,
for my question?
don't let it affect your mood. Don't let it affect. Still hold the door at Wawa. Do it every day.
All right, here's my question for you. Which quarterback has more pressure in this Super Bowl? Mahomes or Hurts? Okay, Mahomes is going for a three-peat, trying to get to the brink of Brady, trying to do something that's never been done in NFL history. His whole team, but I'm specifically focusing on the quarterbacks. With Jalen Hurts, you got a guy that's been kind of questioned for what he's been able to contribute to the team this year. You know, there's some people who call him a caboose, you know, say he's being carried by the great run game and the great defense, with a chance to stop a three-peat from the greatest coaching quarterback duo of the last 10 years. You can't go very deep because of Brady and Belichick, but who has more pressure on this Super Bowl?
Boy, these are two guys, but first of all, I don't think they feel pressure. I don't think either of them.
Oh, I think
give a shit. No, I don't. I don't think either of them are affected by pressure. But I mean, just from the standpoint,
is different than feel it.
From the standpoint of I think what you're saying is, you know, from the outside perspective, Patrick's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He could not play another game the rest of his life, and he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. So, I mean, his legacy it's just a matter of, is he the greatest quarterback of all time, or is he stopped playing? His legacy is already set. Jalen's is not set, so I'd say from that perspective. But I don't think Jalen feels, if he does feel pressure, he's very good at hiding it. So I think that's what you're asking, more of a legacy question.
Yeah.
And Patrick's legacy is already set. It's only a matter of how far can you take it? Can you be the first team to win 3? Can you beat Brady's record of actual Super Bowls?
Which is going to be tough to do.
But he's already, you know, his legacy is firm, I would say.
I don't know. I think both of them have more pressure than you just let on. I mean, Mahomes trying to strengthen the legacy. I get it. He's already solidified to some extent, but you know, if he loses, will he catch Brady? I don't know how pretty are the Chiefs going to be in future years. I don't know. And then you have Jalen Hurts, who's been fighting an uphill battle for a while here, trying to correct the narrative, trying to become a Super Bowl champion.
Well, yeah, it's much more because if you don't win a Super Bowl, you know, you're always going to be, oh, he never won a Super Bowl. I mean,
did you hear what Cam Newton said yesterday? I thought you would like that comment.
I did not.
Cam Newton was asked on ESPN if he would trade his MVP for a Super Bowl ring. And he
hope he said yes.
He did not.
I was fearing he would not.
He said no.
I was fearing he would not.
Yeah. He said no.
I mean, look, most.
Oh my gosh.
Most. I'm going to be honest here. Most players, I would say, would be on Cam's end of the spectrum, but most players are smart enough not to say it.
Yeah, I will say his explanation wasn't bad. I just want to. I don't agree with him, but his explanation wasn't awful. And
I hate to break this to people. This is a fucking business, man.
Yeah,
and they will fucking cut their asses tomorrow if it suits their needs. And that's from the best teams and the best organizations like the Eagles all the way down to the worst organizations. And the Eagles do a better job of, you know, getting people on board than most teams. And they deserve, that's a big part of their success. They deserve credit for that. But, you know, most players are not as invested as fans. I hate to break that to people because they can't be. you know, you got, and AJ said it again yesterday. AJ's like, and I don't think people believe him, but it's 100% true. When the game's over, it's over, man. I mean, that's it. You compete to the highest level. And they're generally very competitive people. So, everybody wants to win. I'm not trying to say that. But the nature of the job is you got to go back to work the next day, during the season. A little bit different in the Super Bowl. You have a big break, win, lose, or there is no draw. But win or lose, it's over. So it's a little bit different from that perspective. But, if it's week 9, week 10, and, the whole city's jumping off bridges because a bad thing happened or, they got to go back to work. They can't be that emotional. And they got to try to fix things in times of adversity. So it doesn't surprise me at all that Cam said that, because they're about, business first. And, if you're winning an MVP, you're playing well, obviously. But I am surprised he's not smart enough to know you should probably not say that in public.
Well, so what he said was basically Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl. Nick Foles has a Super Bowl. Brad Johnson.
He's right. I mean, that part is right.
His point, no, let me finish though. His point was more, as I sit here today, my impact on the league was so great because of what I did, because of the MVP I achieved, because of what it created in the NFL now with dual threat quarterbacks, with, black quarterbacks, with all of those different things, that I wouldn't give up that impact in order to win a Super Bowl, which if I got rid of my MVP or I didn't have that type of impact and I won a Super Bowl, I could be viewed like those other quarterbacks where, yeah, if you're one of those guys, of course you want to win a Super Bowl. Nick Foles doesn't have anything to live his legacy on if he doesn't win a Super Bowl. Cam's more point was, I do. I made a big impact. It's selfish.
I do like the, you're right. I think the explanation's a little bit better, helps him out a little bit because he was a big culture.
Yeah, but you know how it goes, John. People take the one clip. And then it's,
He was a big culture changer.
He was. He really was. Yeah.
I've argued Randall Cunningham should be more considered. Not that he should be in the Hall of Fame, but should be higher, have a little bit of a higher thought in that because of his impact on the game and how he changed the game, because I think that's part of it as well. The same thing with Cam. But yeah, to the point of, but that's the way it is. There are, and if you ask people in Philadelphia, I don't know how many, a whole lot of them would say Nick Foles is better than Cam Newton. And all those people that would say that are insane. But he won a Super Bowl and Cam didn't. And that's kind of like the, as you pointed out, Nick says constantly, ultimate team sport, but people just boil it down to Super Bowls.
Yeah. No, I get that. Listen, there's two different things. There's business, like you just said, and these players are individual entities, they're businesses, they're money makers, they're, they care about that. Fans care about the team. So fans care about, the team success and everything like that. And it takes a rare breed of player to care, to also want that. And that's what I love most about Jalen Hurts. I really think that he walks the walk on what he says. He keeps the main thing. I don't care about personal success. I want team success. I want to win Super Bowls. I want to win championships. I want to win football games. I love that about Jalen Hurts. I really do.
Yeah, what's not to love? He's a tremendous leader. But yeah, he's what I'm talking about, Cam. Like he's very good at the message. Like there are moments where I can. You saw it last week with the passive aggressive straitjacket. Like there are moments he points out, look, I'd rather be doing something else. But I'm, basically in a straitjacket is what he said.
Right.
Or at times he's been in a straitjacket. So, he's just really good at the messaging part. You know, I do think you have to be honest with yourself. And I did find I'll bring this back to the AJ quote, what he said yesterday. Because I finally found it. So he got asked, you know, the buy-in from so many top-end players to accept lesser roles. That was the question. Obviously, Jalen's a part of that. AJ's a part of that. Devontae, and on and on. And he said, every year is different. Every role is going to be different. As the year goes on, it may change. And this year it changed. Injuries happened, and we changed it a little bit on offense. We switched it up, started running the ball more, and it started accumulating wins. Who could argue with that? And then, and I want to emphasize this, he was smiling when he was saying this. So if it was the other way around, then of course there would be a conversation, but it's not. So there's no need for a conversation. We're here and we're trying to finish the job. I mean, look, this has been going on all year. When we go back to the passing comment, and again, that week, it wasn't just AJ, even though people jumped on AJ. It was Devontae, it was Lane, it was Jordan, it was Jalen himself, because it was coming off a bad game. Success, wins cure everything. They really do. But I said, if they win this Super Bowl, if they win this way, they're not going to say, let's run it back. They're going to try to evolve the offense.
They're going to try and build on it, right? I mean, you build on it. I think they're going to double down on running too, though. I do think they're going to go and add a running back. I really think that. They're going to, you're right. They're going to try and improve they're going to work on it, but I think they're going to.
Their whole goal of the offseason, just as it was this offseason when Kellen Moore was brought in to evolve the offense, to evolve the passing offense, will be to evolve the passing offense. Will it be successful? I don't know. Will they scale back? I don't know. History says they will. But they will try. And that is, I can't guarantee much, but I can guarantee that. And that's after a win. After a loss, if they lose, then it only gets further amplified.
Good stuff there, Johnny Mac. Let me make sure I got all of our great super chats. Whoa, everybody's dropping super chat. I didn't even see all these come in. We appreciate everybody for the support. We got some good questions here on Super Bowl 59. How's everybody feeling in the chat about Super Bowl 59? John, talking to John is a bit calming, I will say, about Super Bowl 59. Brian Pumper checks in. No chance Goodell lets his Patrick and Taylor lose. Guy grew up a diehard Queefs fan, and those dudes don't realize it. J-Mac, open your eyes. It's not Bird Box. Oh, my God. Pumper's taking shots at you now, Johnny Mac.
Bird Box. I like the Bird Box. That's a, you know, that movie came out a while ago. So good reference. Yeah, I got it. The Taylor Swift stuff amuses me from the perspective of, like, you know, the Super Bowl's been around quite a bit. I've been to quite a few of them over the years. It's always the highest rated television show of the year in North America.
Yep.
There's 150 million people who are going to watch. If Taylor Swift was going out with Travis Kelce, or Taylor Swift was not going out with Travis Kelce. So, well, I don't get this mentality of, oh, they need Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
No, it's not that. But John, you come on, you're the most pragmatic guy I know. You're smart enough to know that there is good business there, my friend. With Taylor, she's the biggest pop star on the planet with a 90% female audience that the NFL has been working on boosting and building. I'm not saying there's a conspiracy. I'm just saying there's obviously business interest in having Taylor Swift in the building. I mean, come on.
Here's the business interest. If you turn on a UFC fight and they have celebrities there, they show the celebrities. If you turned on Raw on Netflix, their debut, they had a bunch of celebrities there. They show the celebrities. It's always good to show how popular your sport is, and with people that people know. So from that standpoint, I agree with you. Every game the Eagles show Bradley Cooper. Every game. Every fucking game they show Bradley Cooper. Or Kevin Hart's there, or if Joel Embiid decides to get off the couch and show up to a game.
Not happening.
Every single game they show the celebrities that are there. So yeah, and she's the biggest celebrity right now. So obviously, I'm not saying it hurts, but when Pittsburgh played Seattle in the Super Bowl, I remember writing about it. I go, boy, this is a real test. I think the TV ratings might take a hit. Two lesser markets.
Right.
They didn't. It's a fucking Super Bowl.
It's crazy, man. The NFL's grip on the world on America is wild.
So, I mean, she's not helping that part of it. But yeah, do you want to play up? NBA is the best at it. I mean, you got Celebrity Row at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, every night. Brian Pumper checks in and says, the Swifts are traitors. Eagles fans, my ass. MFers better choose the right side. They're all Swifties now. They root for whoever she roots for. Who cares? Niall Christian checks in. What's up, Niall? Good to have you back in the chat, my man. Niall, I knew you'd return. J-Mac, the Chiefs have any pass catchers out of the backfield that Eagles need to game plan? Don't think Hunt is that guy no more. Yeah, and Pacheco's good, but he doesn't really catch the ball too much. That's a good question, John.
P. Ryan is the best. He made a big play against the Bills at the end. He clinched the game. But no, they don't have
it's more than a litany of receivers that they can use in every which way.
But P. Ryan would be the best. And they'll do it. That's the thing with Andy. They're going to run screens and they're going to do stuff like that. So, but no, they don't have a Jahmyr Gibbs or even an Austin Eckler type where you saw last week. So, no, they don't have that type of back. But Andy will scheme up some stuff to take advantage of the backs in the passing game. And the one thing is with the Chiefs, like, when they're trying to close out a game, they'll throw the ball to the backs, and when everybody's selling out, that's what they did.
Yeah,
with P. Ryan. So he would be the best, but no, they don't have a big time pass catcher.
Good question. No, appreciate it, brother. Anthony Stevens checks in. I'll get to all super chats. No limit. I see yours, Philly Don. I'll get to everybody. Thank you, guys. Anthony Stevens checks in. KC special teams has done great things this year with block, and with Elliott's struggles, will it affect the outcome of his kicks? Good question there. Anthony, John, what do you think?
Well, I think the problem, and I intimated, I think the problem, I don't want to say the whole problem, but I've been noticing more and more that Rick Lovato has kind of had not the best season. And nobody pays attention to the long snapper. And I haven't been egregious. There haven't been drops, but Braden Mann's done a good job holding, getting a few snaps down that were not good. And anytime you struggle as a kicker, I try to look at, because kickers have gotten so good, it's almost always the hold or the snap. And I think a lot of it has been the operation hasn't been great. It's hard to block kicks. It's harder to block kicks now that, of course, they've changed the rules over the years to make it really difficult. But so I'm never too worried about blocks. But if it shows up, yeah, you're going to hear about it. That's for sure.
No doubt.
Usually the best blocking teams are the guys who just overwhelm the middle and get their hands up. But you can't leap anymore. You can't do so many things. It's ridiculous how they hamstring the defense, but I digress.
Good stuff there, Anthony Stevens. Thank you, man. Philly Don. What's up, Philly Don? Great picture yesterday. Philly Don posted up in his new Saquon jersey. Thank you, Philly. He says, John, what coaches are in charge of getting the scout teams prepared for practices and giving the starters the other team's looks?
Well, they're all involved, obviously. I mean, there's certain guys, it's more about the players. Like Danny Gray is a big, guy when it comes to good receivers. They always try to, because he's a great athlete and he's one. I know, Jordan Mailata he's hurt right now, but LaRaven Clark, there's been scout players over the years that the team has raved at. Joe Osman used to get a lot of credit for that. Stephen Means used to get a lot of credit for that, being a great scout team player. So, but that's like a collaboration. Obviously, you put together the game plan. They get the red pennies out of the players they're trying to game plan for, both a positive and negative standpoint. In other words, obviously, Chris Jones. So you got somebody's going to try to play Chris Jones as best as possible. But you're also trying to take advantage of the players you want to take advantage of and try to work out things that you think you have maybe a little bit of an edge on. So, yeah, it's always interesting when I get out there on Friday. I try to collect as many red penny numbers as possible because those are the guys they're trying to focus on with the numbers of the opposition. But that's like a collaboration thing. And, basically Kellen obviously comes up with the offensive game plan, Vic, the defensive game plan. And, you sort of fit in. All right, we want to see this look. We want to see this look. And that's sort of how they go about it.
Good stuff there, Philly Don. Good question, brother. Appreciate it. No Limit checking in. What's up, No Limit? Good to see you in here, man. Hope everything is all right with everything at home. I know you reached out to me. It was good talking with you, brother. No Limit says, underrated take. Should we be worried about Reed Blankenship on Travis? Zach Ertz would get open every time they lined up against each other. No Limit, if you checked in late, that was one of the things I brought up early in the show. Zach Ertz, 11 catches for 104. Old Zach Ertz, 11 for 104.
Old Zach Ertz.
I love Zach Ertz, but I'm saying he is well on the other side of his prime, and he put up 104.
Well, that's true, but he had a good season, Zach.
He had a great season. I'm not trying to take. I don't say that to take away from Zach, but that's big numbers, John. For a
I would argue Reed Blankenship has had a great season. But boy, he might be the most underrated Eagle.
You said that. That was your take before the season too.
Yeah. I mean, he's a really good player. And for whatever reason, it always happens. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Undrafted guys, like people can't get over that hump. It's been a very steady player for the Eagles. And yeah, I wouldn't be concerned that much with Reed Blankenship. That doesn't mean he's going to get, it's one of the biggest things with defensive backs. It's like, can you point anywhere to a defensive back that doesn't get beat? And then with the Eagles, and I don't know how many times Vic has answered this question during the season, but it's at least 5 times because somebody will ask him because you had that whole narrative about Quinyon shutting people down. And Vic, every single time Vic said, well, we play a lot of zone every fucking single time. So, sometimes you think somebody's getting beaten. It's not even their fault is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, in this league, and Zach had a relatively big game, but even when you talk about 11, I think people look at 11 receptions and say 100 yards and say, oh, he's over 100 yards. 11 receptions for 104. That's under 10 yards a catch. And by the way, he had 16 targets. Like, that's not a lot of efficiency. If Kelsey wants to catch 11 balls on 16 targets for 104 yards, no touchdowns, I'll throw that in there. Whatever the long was, about 20 yards. I'd take that. If you could sign me up for that right now, I'll sign up for that. I don't think it was a terribly efficient day for Zach Ertz when you think about it from that standpoint.
Yeah, that's fair. A lot of inconsequential stuff there. I agree with that. That's good. We got to see though what happens, man. We got Travis Kelce. I think you got to take him out. All right, John. I just got a question in the chat. Who's got the most rushing yards in the Super Bowl in history? It's Timmy Smith. It's 204. Yeah. All right, it was in 1988. Do you believe
nothing? Tim Smith, by the way, his entire career, he had like I don't know, 500-600 yards. It's amazing. One of the great Super Bowl stories of all time.
Will Saquon Barkley pass that number?
He's capable of doing it any time, but I'm going to go the under. I always go. If you ask me 200 yards any week, I'm going to go the under. By the way, Tim Smith, career rushing yards 602, had 204 in the Super Bowl. Averaged 3.2 yards a carry during his career. One of the most, probably the running back version of Nick Foles in the Super Bowl. Although obviously Nick had some success in the regular season, but that's how surprising it was to have that kind of performance. But yeah, Saquon's always capable. I'm never going to predict anybody ever to get 200 yards. So I'll take the under, but if there's anybody who can do it, it's Saquon.
Good stuff there, Johnny Mac. All right, John, we got 5 minutes left in the show. I want to thank everybody again for being here. We've had a great show today. Stick around after the show. We will be doing some giveaways for the great people of JAKIB Nation. I got an update on everybody's giveaway, all right? And I gave that earlier in the show, but I'll give it again after the show. 197 likes is brutal. Can we get that up, everybody? Can we get up to 200, 250, 300? Come on, show out. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the show today. We appreciate that. Johnny Mac, what's on the agenda for the Philadelphia Eagles today, their second Super Bowl practice?
They are going to practice at the NovaCare complex, 2:15, I believe. Just trying to look it up to be specific. And I assume they're going to be inside. One, it's raining a little bit locally, but also you're playing in the Super Bowl, so it would make sense to at least get some work inside, even though everybody hates practicing inside. 2:15. Jalen Hurts is going to talk today about 4:20, somewhere between 4:20 and 5:20, somewhere in that range. So, as usual, late day at the NovaCare complex.
Yep, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. They got you working, Johnny Mac. But it's a Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl. We're logging extra hours here on JAKIB Sports. We appreciate everybody checking in. Another super chat. Now, this is a good super chat, all right? This is a good super chat to use because I often find myself wondering this as well. He says, what's the threshold for you to go for it late in the game? You didn't agree with me yesterday that 4th and 2 at the own 35 with 10 minutes left, but you've said the 4th and 2 to Ertz was the play of Super Bowl 52, and that was 4th and 2 at your own 45 with 6 minutes left. That's a good question. Like, where is that? Now, you often say when you're in plus territory. So when you're on the other side of midfield, it's basically always a go if what, 4th and 5 or less, you say, or 4th and 4 or less?
I'm not going to go 4th and 5, 4th and 4. And again, part of it depends on, with Super Bowl 52, a big part of it depends on the personality of the game.
Right.
I talked to Frank Reich specifically at that play, and that's when he gave me one of the great quotes of all time. Frank doesn't curse, so he called Doug a flippin' star for calling that play. Because the reality was everybody, if Tom gets the ball back at that point, the way they're moving on offense, game's probably over.
Right.
That's just the reality of it. You can be on it. It's very difficult to be honest. You can play we're finally going to get it. You can play that game, but that's where the field does come into it. And you got to understand the personality. That was just a shootout and people are going up and down the field. And if they don't convert that, and Nick deserves a lot of credit because he kind of slid, and Zach deserves more credit, they're going to lose that game at that point. I firmly believe it. I know the Eagles believe it because Frank basically told me that. So yeah, I don't think they're even close to a comp. But on my own side of the field, 35, really 40 and in. I say it already. I'm at the point where I'm not giving up. And I said this yesterday as well. I am not giving up possessions, especially with this team, if it's tush push range. 4th and 1 or shorter, I'm going. And if I don't get it, I'll live with it. 4th and 2, 4th and 3, inside the 40, 10 minutes left in the game. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that point. Maybe I will. Because I think it's getting closer to that. I'm leaning closer to that. I'm disgusted when teams aren't aggressive now. I'm already disgusted.
I know. I can tell you are. Yeah.
Maybe I get to that point. Not quite to that point yet. On inside the 40 on your side of the field. But there's that high school coach years ago didn't punt the football, said, screw it. I'm not going to punt it ever. I think that takes it a little bit too far, but we're getting closer and closer, especially if you have a good offense. Now, a lot of it depends on your team too. Like, I'm more aggressive with the Eagles because they have tremendous talent. I agree with the Lions because they have tremendous talent. The Commanders, the quarterback, it's so difficult. Like, I was disgusted when Dan Quinn, you go for it twice and then you lay up at the 16-yard line. What are you doing? I was disgusted by that. But that doesn't mean, and even, when I say, and I've said it to you and Cilio a lot over the years, if the Eagles get that free yard, they're going to go for the 2 points. But I also said, except if it's late in the 4th quarter and it turns 1 score to 2 score, no, they'll kick the extra point. But in the first half, and if you give them an extra yard, as long as, and it didn't work, but they're going to go for it. Now, if the tush push all of a sudden is solved, which I don't think it's going to be, maybe that changes down the road. But right now, no. But I think it's proven throughout the league, not just in Philadelphia. And you just bring up Super Bowl 52. They still have only one. Hopefully after next Sunday they have 2, but they still only have 1. And a big part of that was they were way ahead of the curve on being aggressive at that time. Now teams have caught up to them. And I think they're not as aggressive as they need to be at times, if anything. And most people disagree with me, to say the least, with that.
Good stuff there, Johnny Mac. One more super chat, and we'll let you get out of here. J Mac, Brian Pumper, Justin Tucker, or Deshaun Watson. Who's a bigger freakazoid? I don't know. I don't have the information on that, but not good for Justin Tucker. But allegedly. Right now it's allegedly, but yeah, a little weird story too. All right, good stuff, Johnny Mac. Good show today, man. A good football Friday. Everybody's getting ready. I'm ready to rock, Johnny Mac. I'm ready to rock for this Super Bowl, brother.
Well, you got a ways to go, man.
I know, but I'm ready already. I'm ready already.
Ways to go. All right,
John, great show today, as always, brother. We appreciate all the great work you're doing. Get down to practice, and hopefully we'll talk to you later on after the practice. All right, brother?
All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thanks, Johnny Mac. John McMullen, the #1 Eagles beat reporter in town, joining us here on Birds 365. Great stuff by John McMullen. 5 great shows today. Started with a recap of the crazy NFC Championship game, and now we gear up, we prep, we prepare for Super Bowl 59, a chance to make history. A chance to make history. It would be our 2nd Super Bowl. Many of you guys have been a fan way longer than I have. Can you believe it? We could be on the brink of number 2. Incredible stuff. What's going on, everybody in the chat? It's officially Zander time, okay? It's officially Zander time. And you might have, I don't want to go pause no Diddy at the start of Zander time here, but I might have to pull out the belt today. Whip you guys into shape. What's going on, man, in this chat? Hollywood, we don't have 2 yet, man. We don't have 2 yet. Just 1, but you're right, man. Trey, what's up, man? Good to see you in here. Xander, can you remove my membership? Dakota, why would I do that? You don't want to be a member anymore? That's sad. That's sad, Dakota. I think your merch is getting there like today. Look at that. A guy wins merch. Oh, he wants to rejoin as a legend. Oh, I appreciate that. Dakota, I'm not somebody sent me a great email yesterday. All the great emails I get from you guys. So let me see if I can find that email, because somebody said if you have an iPhone, you can do it up and you have to load up like desktop browser mode on your phone in order to upgrade. I don't know. Apple hates Google. Google hates Apple. And now they fight. All right. And now they fight. Niall, what's up, man? Good to see you back in here, Niall. Have you forgiven me yet, Niall? He was very upset with me yesterday. I don't know why. I love Niall. I've never even given Niall a hard time, but he was upset with me. Eagle Nation, what's up, brother? What's up, my guy? Good to see you in here. Waddington says, yank those wrenches. Yeah, everybody might be on the chopping block. Flex, chop, Daz, chopped. Everybody but Twiz at this point. Everybody but Twiz. All right? Everybody but Twiz. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right? What's up, Devin? Good to see you, brother. All right, we're going to have 2 legend giveaways, okay? We're going to have 2 legend giveaways today, okay? Now, Wild Bear checks in. Yo, Big Z, my new Eagles hat came in. I love it. It feels so much luckier with this thing on. Let me see. Did you? You didn't win that from me, did you, Wild Bear? You didn't win that from me, did you? Chester Parks, what's up, man? Thank you for becoming a member. Is that an upgrade or is that a, let me check. Let me check. That's an upgrade. Thank you, Chester. Chester, thank you, man. Thanks, Hollywood. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Chester, big thanks, brother. Big thanks, man. I appreciate you upgrading to a legend member. We're going to have 2 legend giveaways today. And actually, I organized my jersey. By the way, here, let me give the update to everybody before I show up the jerseys, okay? SB Ricky, if you're listening, Brandon Howard, if you're in here, every person, okay, every single person who's won a giveaway on JAKIB, with the exception of Nugget, because I haven't heard from him yet. He was our family winner yesterday. And Nad, by the way, Nad, you got to email me back. I want to buy you some Niners merch or something. I want to buy you some Niners merch. You won. Okay. That's got to be a fake Big Sills TV there. Let me check. Is that real Big Sills? Probably not. Is that real Big Sills? It might be. I think it is real Sills. It's real. Me and Silly are going to have a talk later on today. We got into a little tiff over text message last night. Oh, Big Sills, I love you, brother. Big Sills, I love you, brother. Oh, my God, that is hilarious. Nugget, is that Nugget? Yeah, Nugget, what's up, bro? You got to DM me. You won a, you got to DM me, bro. You won a Stout U hoodie. All right, so you can email me. You won yesterday. You were the last winner. Okay, you were the last, the family member winner. But the update, by the way, sorry, I got distracted like I always do with Big Sills in the chat. The update for all of our great winners, okay? Brandon Howard, this includes you. Bird Gang Girl won another thing yesterday. SB Ricky won the Jalen Carter jersey yesterday, which is a sick jersey. Everybody has been shipped. Every single person, okay? Corey Littles, you've been shipped. Brandon Howard, your ass cost me some extra bucks to be over there in Canada, okay? You know, I was writing you your Z note, Brandon Howard. You know, I got 2 types of Z notes, all right? You got the American Z note and you got the regular JAKIB, okay? I said Brandon Howard's getting the regular. He's over in Canada. He's getting a regular Z note, okay? It's just as valuable. It is just as valuable. You came in at second of the year, so we had the guy who was in where was he? the one dude who won, Paul Bloom. He was in like London. He was $50 to ship, Brandon. You were $40 to ship. But everybody's been shipped. So SB Ricky, he won yesterday. Bird Gang Girl with her Stout U and her Saquon jersey shipped. Dave Quest ordered. Big Trag won the Bond jersey. That was on the National Football Show with Dan Cilio. His jersey's been shipped. Corey Littles, I shipped yours. Keith Juniors, I shipped yours. Howard Nolte, Mad Dio, everybody. All right, so I am fully up to date, and I worked on that yesterday because I do want to get as many to you guys before the Super Bowl, obviously. So this is a great question here. Brian Harding, one of our great viewers here. Brian. Okay. Brian, I want to give you an update. I want to show you guys something, okay? Let me show you guys something. This is why I love what I do, okay? This right here is why I love what I do. And I'm going to show you guys here. Get ready. It's Football Friday edition of Zander time. If you think we're rattling off 3 giveaways in 14 minutes, you got another thing coming, okay? You got another thing coming. We're going to be here for a little bit, all right? We're going to be here for a little bit. Now, Brian, here, let me show you something, Brian. All the great people upgrading, thank you so much. I'll read off your names in a second, okay? Brian, let me show you something. JAKIB is different in this sense, okay? This right here is one of our great members, okay? This right here is one of our great members, James Jones. Now, James Jones has been a supporter of this channel for years. Multiple years he has spent here commenting, liking, sharing, talking to us, and being a great viewer, okay? Our great member. He won a giveaway. I was not going to send James Jones a Eagle giveaway, okay? I went on Fanatics. I bought him a Jaden Daniels jersey because I love and appreciate him for his support of the channel. All right, so Brian, if you were a member, you're not. If you were and you won, I would order you the same. Just like Nad, who also won. I want to get him something. All right. Big Trag, I sent out your Zach Bowen jersey, brother. That should be on the way. All right, man. So there's James Jones. Let me show you guys a couple pictures, okay? I'll show you guys a couple pictures. There's James Jones. And I hope, by the way, if you sent me a photo, I hope you don't mind me showing it. Maybe some of you won't like that, but I hope you don't mind, all right? I'm going to show off some of the pictures that you guys sent me. Here's, one sec. Here is a Devontae Smith jersey winner. This is Pile Driver, okay? There's him in his new Devontae Smith jersey. Good picture there, all right? Here is the legend, Cody K, in his new Cooper DeJean jersey in his man cave. Check him out. He's got the Z note in hand and everything. So Cody K, thank you for your support, brother. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Here is the legend, Philly Don, with his JAKIB hat on and his Saquon Barkley jersey. All right, so everybody is getting their shipments in, and I love it. I really love getting the pictures of you guys rocking it. All right, and I appreciate all your guys' support. We also got this. This came from our legend winner as well, Derek Elmore. You can check out that jersey. How sweet is that freaking jersey, man? How sweet is that jersey? You can see everybody's displaying their Z notes to me. But that jersey is really sweet, man. So that's that jersey. All right. So big thanks to all of you guys. I just wanted to show you off that. Yo, TK, I tried to save your picture, but it's sent as like a GIF, so I couldn't save it. It was weird. I was going to show your picture too of your wall. All right. Who else did we get? We had a picture of here. I think I had one more. Here's another one. This is just a Cooper DeJean jersey with my Nuke. This is another legend winner right here. All right, so everybody's sending me the pictures. I do not have good handwriting, if that's what Twiz is crying about. You guys making fun of my handwriting? Fuck all you guys. Your handwriting stinks. Fuck you. All right? Fucking shitting on my handwriting. Sit down, shut up, and enjoy your Z note. All right? Fucking dorks. You dorks. Some of you are supreme dorks. I'm just kidding. I love you all. Yeah, it's more like chicken scratch, Takeem, no doubt. All right, let me go through. Who upgraded their memberships today? All right, we're going to have 2 legend giveaways today. Holy shit, we got some upgrades. 956, thank you. Thank you so much for upgrading. Edgar upgraded to a legend. Edgar, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. That is really cool. Bob put out a good metric for what we can do here that I would love to try and do this. Takeem's asking, how does he upgrade? Somebody send Takeem the link if you could and see if he can figure that out. Takeem, it's really hard to do from an iPhone. All right. Ryan says, if I ever win something, you better talk shit in my Zeno. Oh, right. I always try and make them a little personal. Like not too personal, but as you know, if I know something about you, I put it in there. So no doubt, Ryan. Every Zeno has its own personal touch. This isn't a chat GPT. Hey, write me a nice note to my viewer for thanking them. I write them. It comes right from the dome. I sit here. I crank the note. I get my pen. Boom, 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 boom. Sign it off. Put it in and ship it off to the great people of JAKIB Nation. Okay. Use Accents print for Ryan's note. Yeah, I might have to. So he can't make fun of my chicken scratch handwriting. Where's it? Where's this comment? All right. This is the comment I want to read. Josh B. See, that's what we're talking about, Josh B. Bad handwriting is a sign of a big brain. That's why all doctors and CEOs suck at it. There you go, Josh B. There you go, brother. Big brain, baby. Big brain. Lady Dutch, tell me she upgraded already. Oh, upgrade the family. That's love too. Thank you so much, Lady Dutch. I appreciate your support. Good to have you in here. Good to have you in here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, Fredo, I got mediums. All right, so this is what I'm going to do today for giveaways, all right? The legends will have 2 giveaways today, okay? I will have 3 giveaways total. Devin, we will try. I am going to do some content this weekend for sure. I also might do a, you never know. It's like Saturday night. I was itching last week, so I just went live. You never know. I might just pop on. I'm going to be working all weekend, so I'm going to be working all weekend. The work never stops, boys and girls. The work never stops. All right. This is what I'm going to do. So for the 1 legend giveaway today, all right, I got about 7 jerseys left. I think I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 jerseys left. Okay. And I can get more potentially. I might need to go super chats and grab some more. All right. I have mediums. I have large. I have extra large. And I have double XL. Okay. So for the legend winner today, you are going to be able to pick whatever jersey you want. How's that? All right. Instead of me picking a jersey out and saying this is what you win, for the legend giveaway today, you're going to have the first crack at picking whatever jersey you want. Jesse G, I can get small. Okay. So look, I know that's not every size. I always say this to everybody. I spend hard-earned money on these jerseys. I don't want them to go to waste. So as much as I might pick on you, Devin Parker, I want you to get a jersey that you like and will wear. Okay. I want you to get a jersey you like and will wear. So Jesse J, if you're a small, I will get you a small. Okay. I will go back, pick up a small and send you what size you need. If you're a 3X or a 4X, I will try and make that happen for you as well. Extra small could be they have kids. I can get you a kid's jersey. They have kids. All right. So that's what we're going to do. Who do I have in medium? Good question, Flex. I have Jalen Carter in medium. And I have Jordan Mailata in medium. Jordan Mailata and Jalen Carter in medium. So I have 2 good mediums. That's 2 good mediums right there. Devin says, hopefully YouTube pays well, man. Big Z, you're generous. They don't pay well enough, brother. I got to keep building this thing. This is and I say this without any sense of, I hope it doesn't come off like that, any sense of arrogance or anything, okay? This is my way of, one, showing you guys that I appreciate the support you give. Two, because I love the Eagles just like you do, and I believe that we have a great community here. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because it's my business and it's what I do all day, but this is my way to invest, extra back into the people who care about this channel, who come and comment every day, who drop super chats, who become members, who do things. So that's what I'm trying to do. I wouldn't necessarily approach it from, YouTube's paying me the big bucks, but no, I do love it. I appreciate each and every one of you. And that's kind of my way to show that. All right. And there's some business to it. You guys understand. Obviously, members help keep us on the air. So when you guys become members, that's a direct contribution in JAKIB and building JAKIB and, keeping our shows live and on the air, having John go to New Orleans, having Cilio for 4 hours a day. All of these things are contributions to that. All right. So I can't thank you guys enough. And this is my way to show you guys that I appreciate it. All right. Twiz, I appreciate you, bro. I do. I appreciate you. All right. I appreciate everybody. Now, let me get through. A lot of people are upgrading today. Will we reach? All right. Will we reach? Bob Brown put it out there. Super Bowl 59. Will we reach 59 legend members? Okay. I think we had 48 yesterday. And if I'm doing my math in the top of my head correctly here, we had what? 7 additions. So we're up to what? 55 around? All right. 55. We're very close to 59 legend members, which is remarkable, by the way. Remarkable. So thank you guys so much, man. All right. Thank you guys so much for that. Zander, appreciate all JAKIB content. William, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that comment. Let me pull up some names. And I can't quite tell if everybody upgraded here to a legend. Sasha, thank you so much for upgrading to a legend member. That means a lot to me, and I appreciate your support of the channel. We love having you in the chat. Takeem Hilton, upgrade to legend member. Takeem Hilton, here's a story on Takeem, okay? Takeem is our second longest standing member behind Miguel Lara, okay? Our second longest standing member. He is 31 months. 31 months he's been a member, okay? Dakota, I cannot, unfortunately, brother. All right? I cannot, unfortunately. So, Takeem, big thanks for your support, brother, and thank you for upgrading to a legend. Who's this? Jay Patterns, upgrade to a legend. Jay Patterns, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Edgar, thank you, Edgar. And 956 Eagle, thanks all of you guys for this great support you guys give to the channel. I will, look, here's what I'm trying to do. And Josh B, I thanked you earlier. I'm going to thank you again. That pirate ship that I'm using, it's much easier now for me to move these through quick. So anybody who wins today or Monday, what I'm going to try and do, I can't promise you because I'm not the shipping companies, but I'm going to try and get it to you before the Super Bowl. That's my number one. That's what I'm trying to do, is get it to you by the Super Bowl. And Nugget, now Nugget has upgraded to a legend. Nugget, did you DM me or reach out to me? You won the family giveaway yesterday. Nugget, thank you for becoming a legend. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to have 2 legend giveaways today. No, we're not over 60 yet, Dio. Not over 60 yet. Not over 60. I think we're at 55 because Dutch was a family, so I appreciate it. We're getting close, though. All right, we're getting close. Yes, Dakota, if you want to do that, I will add you in. We had Sean do that a couple weeks ago. All right. Brandon, thank you, man. Send out your jersey. I don't know how long it's going to take to get to Canada. I'm not going to lie to you. It said like 6 days. So send it yesterday. You do the math. All right. You do the math on that. All right. I already addressed the wrenches. All right. If you're one of my wrenches, please, for the love of Pete, I do not care if you fight. I do not care if you call people names. I do not care. It's a YouTube chat. It's a football chat. I understand that's going to exist. Please don't block people. Please. All right. I think everybody should be able to be in here. Okay. All right, please. I'm asking nicely to my mods. Make sure you try upgrading on the platform you signed up. If you signed up on mobile, you won't be able to on desktop and vice versa. iPhone app just don't sign up. Use a browser. Yeah, I agree. All right. Josh B, thank you for look at Josh B. Isn't that dope? He sends a $10 super chat to help me explain to you how to upgrade. Very cool of you, Josh B. Thank you, man, for all your support of the channel. I appreciate it. All right. I appreciate it. Now, everybody's cooking today, man. We got some. I don't want to miss any super chats. All right. I got you, Takeem. You're good. All right. Josh B, thanks, brother. And Dakota, thanks. William Stark, thanks. I appreciate everybody. Let me see where we're at today on likes. 252 likes. 252 likes. What the fuck? Dakota, our Legends is $25 a month, which is, I know it's a lot. It's a big commitment. That's why I'm trying to do as much as I can. 1-800-JOSH-B. 1-800-JOSH-B. I love it. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is a legend giveaway. And I'm going to do the legend giveaway that you pick your jersey. Okay. We're going to have 2 legend giveaways today. Okay. And the first one will be able to pick their jersey. All right. So if you're trying to get your legend member in Real RMP, you can read what Josh B said. Where did you launch your membership from? Josh B says if you signed up on the phone, use that. If you signed up on the desktop, use that. But at the end of the day, using the phone seems to be the worst part. Okay. And Jesse G, I'll have to cut back on Jesse G. Look, I always say, it's not needed, it's appreciated. It's not needed, it's appreciated. Okay? Not needed, appreciated. All right? Now, what I'm going to have to do, which might be a little tough, all right, is get these damn legend members, because for some reason, YouTube doesn't let me download legends only. They can only let me download the full member list, which is a pain in the ass. All right, this is just incredible what you guys are doing for the channel today. Philly Faithful, by the way, Philly Faithful 1980 became a member also overnight. So Philly Faithful, thank you so much. Dakota, perfect. I'll add you in, man. You're good. I know you're good for it, Dakota. You're good, man. I got you. I appreciate your support. All right, bro. All right, I appreciate you. Here's another 20, Zander. I'll upgrade my membership the day this gifted runs out. Legend me. I got you, bro. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you. Curtis says, does the download indicate membership tier? Good question, Curtis. I'd have to look at that. Curtis, I'm going to have to reach out to you. Curtis, I had a long day yesterday. I got on my email at like 11:30 at night or whatever time I responded to you, Curtis. I'm not even sure what time that was. Probably 11:30-ish. And I was spent, okay? I was spent. I don't admit that often, all right? It takes a lot to get me spent, but I was tired, man, in my studio last night. I'm like, I got to go to bed. Josh B checks in. On iPhone, you might be able to do stuff in the subscription menu on Apple, not in YouTube. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Apple subscription. All right. So here we go. Let me get the member list. Legends are showing out. Mac in the hot truck upgrades to a legend. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You've changed your name about 16 times in the last week. Yes. Bob, here's the problem with I did that. I had people cancel, and then I got to manually scan. I guess that would be easier. You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. All right, here we go. I'm doing a regular giveaway as well. Jeez, Tyler, I don't like that word, man. I said that to somebody yesterday. Being broke is a state, okay? It can be fixed at any time. Being broke is a period of time. Being poor is a mindset, all right? Don't fall into that, all right? Never tell yourself you're poor. I don't care where you are in life, all right? You're not poor. You're rich in other things. There's a lot more to life than just money and stuff. All right. Don't say that. Don't use that word poor. I don't like it. All right. This is Zander time, and I don't like that word. If you're going to say I'm broke, that's fine. We're all broke every once in a while. All right. No, you're not poor, Izzy B. You might be broke right now, but you're not poor. All right. Don't use the word poor. Please. Please. I'm asking you to not use that word. Here we go. I'm pulling the legends. You think we just hit the LIX mark? I don't know. Who else upgraded? Brandon, is that a legend? Brandon, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Mac in the truck upgraded. We talked about that. With Dakota, we might be. With Dakota, we might be. With Dakota, we might be. Yep, Macalia, that's my take, man. Money comes and goes. Money comes and goes. No doubt. Believe me. Macalia, believe me when I tell you. I know that money comes and goes. Holy shit. The amount of money I see go is just insanity. It's insanity. All right. I love it, though. I do love doing this, man. I do. Is Big Sills still in the chat? What's Big Sills doing? Catherine says, do you have the broke parent with 2 kids in college giveaway? Catherine, I feel like I should do something for you and your husband anyway. You guys are down in Maryland. I want to send you guys some JAKIB merch or something. I appreciated the email that you sent me explaining to me how it all went and why you love JAKIB. So I do appreciate that. Might have to do that for you, Catherine. You guys still crying? Are the wrenches still crying? Good night. Some of you wrenches are emotional. Some of you wrenches are emotional. Okay. There you go, Don. Don, you took the words right out of my mouth. Health, family, and God, you'll never be poor. Man, is that the truth? Is that the truth? Philly Don, great comment, brother. All right, here we go. Now, I wish I could sort this by... How do I sort? Let me see this. Show sort options. Sort selected rows. Current level. Descending. Okay, here we go. All right, you guys are gonna have to bear with me today. I know I'd make you guys deal with this every day, but 57 legends. We have 57. Can we get 2 more to get the LIX? 57. 57 legends we have right now. Yo, Prince, what's up, Prince? There he is. All right. Give me a second. I might be able to. No, not that. Damn. Command shift. Let me try this. Oh. We're back up to 422 members, man. That's incredible. You guys are really showing out. I appreciate all the support of the channel, man. It means a lot. You guys are epic. Brandon Snyder checks in. More likely in offseason if we win title. Lane retires or Beckham resigns. Is there a world where both return? Brandon, I do think there's a world where both return. I don't believe Lane Johnson's ready to hang him up yet. I know a lot of people think he might be, but I don't think he's ready to hang him up yet. Yes. I think I figured out how to get the legends. Yes. I got it. Woo! Yes. Look at what happens when you spend some time with the people and they're patient with you. All right. Look at this. I got the legends. All right. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Random name. All right, legend winner. So the first legend winner today, guys. Okay, 57 legends we have. 57 legends. That is insane. Insanely cool of you guys. All right, so can't thank you all enough for that. We have 57 of them. And I'm going to add my guy, Dakota. He's on a gifted membership, so it won't let him upgrade. Dakota Warren. Okay, so we have 58 with Dakota, who dropped 20 on a super chat and a couple other in a super chat here. I told him I would add him because he's on a gifted. All right. I told him I'd add him because he's on a gifted. So we are one member away from LIX. Can we get to LIX? RMP's looking to upgrade. It's Bob Brown. Here's a good comment. I'll read some football comments as well while we wait. All right. Link to upgrade is pinned. Thank you, Josh B. Josh B is my guy. Josh B is deserving of a wrench. There we go. Josh B. Zander, I think Howie re-signs Beckham as the highest paid right guard and then transitions him to full-time when Lane retires. That's potential, Bob. That is potential. And the only thing there, Bob, is like, look at what they did with Landon. You know, he was kind of drafted to be something different. And once he was so good at guard, they never moved him. So, you know, you wonder if he's so damn good at the guard, would they move him out? Rich Nut says, you're killing me. Rich, you're going to have to live with it, brother. You're going to have to live with it, Rich Nut. All right. Now, I will say in the chat, Hollywood Hogan, you know I love you and I appreciate you being here. Sig Philly 44, appreciate you being here. Any other Grays in here right now? You're about to get booted, okay? The Grays are about to be booted. The Grays are about to do. No, I have another giveaway. No limit. I will have a giveaway for regular members as well. Okay. I will have a giveaway for regular members as well. But 2 legend giveaways today. I have the jersey of your choice and some JAKIB merch. Okay. A good bit of JAKIB merch too. Arthur McQueen. He's a Gray. He's about to be gone. Because I'm going to legends only mode. That's what we do during Zander time. All right. Bye, Grays. I know you guys might be upset. Dakota, that's really dope, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'll pull your super chat up in just a second. I don't have the tab open right now. I'm doing about 10 million things at once. If you can't tell. Like I often do. Oh, no, I already got that. Never mind. Here we go. All right. Somebody just said, what are the grades? He's about to learn. Yeah. Chester, great idea. I would love to do something like this. Later this summer, we need to have a JAKIB Bash party somewhere in Philly. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. You know I'm down. My favorite thing in the world is not only talking to you guys, but meeting you guys. You know, I've met a couple of you. I have met a couple. Look at everybody vouching for me to try and get a hey, look, he can still listen, Sig Lord. If you want to join and you want to rejoin the chat, the link to join is at the top, is pinned at the top. Prince says, I'm the same person without a wrench. I'm sure you are, Prince. Prince back regulating the chat. By the way, Prince, I'm not sure if you've been logged into your X account. Have you? You might not have been because you haven't been on there in a bit. But, you know, Prince, you sent me a DM back in December, bro. And I will say, Prince, you were on the money, brother. You were on the money with what you said in your DM to me in December. All right? I always answer everybody's DM. Best I can, at least. There we go. TK Washington just shared his story. So Prince sends me a message, all right, in December. This is December 3rd. Okay? December 3rd. And Prince sends me a message. And I'm not going to read exactly the message, but hey, I think we're missing some points here on important developments with this team. I know we're coming off an epic collapse, which is causing us to scrutinize everything. but I think we might go through this entire season without truly appreciating what the team is accomplishing due to focused on our past failures. Our rookies are performing well. The Georgia Bulldogs are excelling, and we're on a major winning streak. As a whole, the team looks 10 times better than it did last season. While it's easy to point out multiple weaknesses in any game, we're overlooking some great progress because we're stuck in the past. And here we are, 9 days out from a Super Bowl. Prince says, I'm glad you read it after I got locked up. Prince, good to have you back. Good to have you back. All right. I don't do Xfinity, Jesse G. Big Z party at Xfinity on Sunday. I don't do Xfinity Live, bro. That ain't my scene. That ain't my scene. That is not my scene. I don't think Prince was in yet. That was December 3rd. Prince went off the grid, I think, in late December. Late December. All right, I got our legends. Let's do this legend giveaway first. It's only 10:38, so we're moving quick today. All right. Now, I will do a name check. If you're a legend and you want me to check that your name is on this list, drop it in the chat. I will check. Dakota Warren's in here. Takeem Hilton's in here. Tyler Braswell, Bob Brown, Seth Shifley, Mad D.O., TK Washington. Thank you, TK. Mad Bird, Clary Voy, CT Philly fan, Edgar, Chad Whitaker, Philly Birds and Beers, 83 Rainy Boy, Jesse G94. Thank you, Jesse G. Chester Parks, Chip Snyder, Mac and Not the Truck. I got you, Mac. Brian Fleming, Schmidt Digler, Jason A-Team, Howard Nolte, SB Ricky. He won our Jalen Carter jersey yesterday. Okay, SB Ricky won our Jalen Carter jersey yesterday, and I've already shipped that out to him, so hopefully he gets it soon. Jay Patterns, Big C, JT Philly, there you are. Brandon Howard, Crawley, 956, Eagles, Matt NG, Anthony Stevens, Jay Ronamu, Dirty D, John Glisson, Derek Elmore, Philly Don, CZ, Josh B, Dirty Air, Izzy B, thank you, Izzy B, Vulnerable Vitality, William Starr. Is Izzy B our only female member? Actually, Sasha might be a female. Our only female legend member. Sasha, Chris Albright, Chris AM, Man in Black, Marcus Padilla, Caesar Campos. Caesar, you sent me an awesome email yesterday. Thank you for that email. David Ash, James M., Kenny Sprague. There you go, Wild Bear. She says she's a chick. Macalea, Jay Parker, Lucius the Show, Nugget, Master Chief, Brandon Senft, and Terry Hayes. All right. So thank you all. Thank you all. That's a lot of legends. Okay. That is a lot of legends. That's a lot of legends. 58. 58. Will we get one more for the 59? Bob wanted to get to a 59. Bob wanted to get to 59. He's right. Super Bowl 59. Super Bowl LIX. Will we reach 59? Got to get one more, right? We need one more. If we get one more, man, I'm launching this giveaway. I don't want to coerce you. I don't want to beg you. But I'd love to get to 59 as we prep for Super Bowl 59. Okay? Super Bowl 59. Devin says, I'm still not over Zant. Big Z doesn't know who Master Chief is. I do not. Niall, I thought you can't. No, yesterday you messaged me. You said, I'm unsubscribing. I'm canceling. I'm going to do it. F your channel, you said. Come on, Niall. That was messed up. You took it out on me because you got a fight in the chat. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell, Niall? RMP says it doesn't let me upgrade. No, Crowley, I never played Halo. You know, when I was younger, I actually hated Halo. I used to say, this game's so weird. Give me Call of Duty. I liked Call of Duty when I was younger. Look at all you guys. Prince says, I can't upgrade because I was gifted a membership. I don't know how to F that happened, but I will be upgrading after it dropped off. See, Prince, you were a family member before you went in, all right? Maybe your card was deactivated or something. And then when somebody gifted a bunch of memberships, you might have gotten one. You might have gotten one. You might have gotten one. By the way, can I ask everybody for one thing as well? If you guys don't already, please give me a follow on my accounts. All right. One of the best ways for me to connect with you and like know, I know who many of you are because of our connection on other platforms. All right. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, it's at Zander Krause Show. I just started that account. I only have 184 followers. So help me out there. All right. Give me a follow on Instagram at Zander Krause Show. And on X at Real Zander. I wanted to make that Zander Krause Show too, but Twitter only lets you do 15 characters, and I guess that's 16. So I'm like, fuck you. So follow me over there, okay? Drop me a follow. I'll follow all you back like I always do, okay? So give me a follow. Only have IG. That's good. I think you're connected with me over there. No limit. You're on my wave. Halo. Mad Dio says, if you did Jakib's summer meetup the same week as the Kelsey drinking competition at the shore, you could enter a JAKIB team. Grand prize, $50K. Who's coming up with the $50K? Good night. Bro, you can send me a reel. What the hell? People send me shit all day. People send me shit all day. You can send me a reel. Might take me a second to get back to you, but I'll look at it. My guy, Tony, I told you, my guy, Tony, he sends me Corvettes, and I'm like, Tony, you're distracting me. You're distracting me. All right. Izzy B, back to tears. Yeah, do the giveaway already. Oh, man. All right, Takeem, that's cool. Macalea, what the heck does that mean? Macalea says, I'm not allowed to have it. All right, I got a bunch of you guys. Josh B, thanks. Pile Driver, love yours. Jesse, what's up, Jesse? Jay Parker, yeah, I love it. I love it. Macalea is in there. I think I see that. All right, I just followed all you guys back. Thank you guys for following me. That's cool. Thank you, guys. I miss Rob Ellis getting mad at the chat. He hated the chat. All right, here we go. We didn't get the 59th guy. I was trying to wait for the 59th legend member, but we didn't get it. All right. I ain't going to allow you to follow me, Jesse says. That's fine. If you don't want me to follow you, that's fine. I don't care. Chicks beat the... Yo, Macalea. Welcome to my world, brother. Oh, my God. That is hilarious. Boy, Macalea, if I don't know, man. If that ain't the truth. If that ain't the truth, holy crap, that is funny. A lot of you guys are hilarious. There we go. Pile Driver followed me on both. I followed you back, bro. All right, here we go. I want to pick a legend. I was really hoping we got a 59th. Any chance at a 59th before I pull it? Bob, you can't blame me for milking this one. This was your idea. We still have a week, though. We still have a week to get it, so I would imagine we're going to get it. We tried. We did try. That's all right. The prize today, Jay Perfect, is... Okay. No, he's not going to change his 33, I don't think. The prize today, Perfect, is... He better not change his number. I've given away a bunch of DeJean jerseys. So I have 8 jerseys here. Okay, Jay? I have mediums. I have larges. The large is Zach Bond. I got another Zach Bond. So Big Trag, your jersey's on the way. I have extra larges. And I have a double XL. Okay, so medium, large, XL, 2XL. You will have your pick. Now, you do not, well, you don't have to be here, Jason, but you'll have your pick. So the winner today will be able to pick. I want that jersey, whatever it might be. Okay. So first pick you guys will have. The 2XL, I believe, is the Jean. But I can, again, I can try and skill bugger. I think the 2XL is the Jean, but I also have the Jerome Brown. Now, the thing with the Jerome Brown jerseys is they don't come in regular sizes, right? Like the size of the Jerome Brown is a 56. So they don't do the like medium anymore for these. Well, these because these are the older jerseys. But boy, this Jerome Brown jersey is so sick. Ask Jeff Bone the Bonehead. Sasha says, who won so far? Sasha, so many people have won. We've had a lot of people. I showed off a bunch of pictures earlier, Sasha. I'm not sure if you were here. No, we're going to have a regular giveaway as well. Got an extra small. I do not have an extra small. No extra smalls. Yeah, 56 might be big. 56 might be big. I think it might be Cilio size. Maybe I'll send it to... Yeah, it's got the JB patch. Daz. See it? So, got the JB patch on there. Mitchell and Ness. Stitched. Jerome Brown. Really nice. Really nice jersey. Did you guys see my picks? Who saw my picks? Sasha, did you see them? I'll show them again. I was showing everybody. I got a bunch of pictures. I love getting the pictures of everybody rocking their jerseys. Ryan, you're good, bro. I think Ryan's pretty funny. I find Ryan to be very funny. No winner yet, Sasha. Welcome to Zander time. It takes a while around here. 52 is 2. Oh, my God. So 56 must be enormous. 56 must be. That might be Cilio sized. 56. Is that a 4X then? Because 54 would be 3XL. 56 might be 4XL. Cilio, if you're listening, get ready. You might have a Jerome Brown. Yeah, let's I'll open it. I'll open it. I try not to open them all because they're packaged so beautifully. I like people getting their jerseys when they're packaged to perfection. But not everybody's comes like that. All right, not everybody's. They're all brand new, but look how beautiful. See, it's got the paper in there. It's got the paper in there. Yeah, this is Cilio sized. This is Cilio sized. This is a little big for Big Z, all right? Jerome Brown, baby. Got that old school, like, mesh jersey, too. JB, Jerome Brown. There's the patch. With the tag. Mitchell and Ness. It's a 56. All right. This, I might send this to Big Sills. I might send this to Big Sills. I might send that to Big Sills. All right, that's a Husky jersey. All right, that's a parachute. That shit sounds like a blanket. Yeah, that's a big boy. Hey, that's a big one. Hold up, put it on, Z. No, thank you. Okay, I got you, Bob. Zander with a Z, all right? Size chart, 40, medium, 44, large, 48 XL, 52, 2XL, 56, 3XL, 60, 4XL. All right, so this is a 3X. This is a 3X. All right. Quit. You guys be nice, all right? All right, let's pick our first legend winner. I do have one Jalen Hurts jersey. You know, it's funny. I was talking to my guy I get the jerseys from. He's like, I can't sell Jalen Hurts. Nobody wants Jalen Hurts jerseys. I'm like, why? The quarterback. He's like, everybody wants Saquon. And the other really popular one is Jalen Carter. So I got 2 Carters. We gave away one yesterday. Nah, the Hurts jersey won't fit, Sills. All right, let's do this. The Hurts jersey is Hurts is an XL. Hurts is an XL. I have Hurts in an XL. All right, 58 Legend members. If you're a Legend member, thank you so much. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for your support of this channel, okay? It goes further than I think you guys are aware. I'm not going to lie to you. I know I say it to you, but being a member, supporting financially, obviously, I mean, views are great, but, you know, cash is oxygen in business. You guys ever heard that saying? Cash is oxygen in business. Izzy B still crying. Izzy, get the fuck out of here. 52 minutes in. No giveaways. Fake show. God. Sound like a toddler. I might wait another. You know what? I might wait another 10 minutes. So you guys can thank Izzy B in the chat. Thank Izzy B in the chat. I'm going to wait another 10 minutes. Who wants to talk football for 10 minutes with me while we wait for Izzy B to put her stink face off and be grateful? Okay, let's teach Izzy B a lesson. Who's got some football questions for me? All right? Who's got some football questions for me? Who's got some football talk? All right. Do I have time to take a shit? David, probably. I'm a Greg. Couldn't get nothing. Now I'm a member. Still can't get nothing. Troy, hang tight, brother. You've been a member for 2 days. Ooh, great question. Wild Bear. Who would you say is the most underrated Eagles player ever? I got a sleeper pick. I have a sleeper pick. Now, remember, I'm a younger fan. I'm not going to go back to the era of pre-2004. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm out of my league. All right. I got one, though. Everybody in the chat, put in, who's your most underrated Eagles player? Zander, give a life story. No limit. I've given too many of them. I realized I shouldn't give as many of them. That might be an off-season thing, No Limit, where, you know, some of the fakes are gone and the real ones are in here hanging out in the off-season because we'll be live all off-season like we always are. All right. Those might be better. David Akers is a good one. Trent Cole's a great one. Brent Selleck. All right, so the player I have in mind it's not based on a career. Curtis, you got mine. Curtis got mine. Mine is Corey Clement because I believe that moment is bigger. I know it's not a full career. I get it. It wasn't that long. But Corey Clement and what he did for that Super Bowl run as an undrafted guy, by the way, from Glassboro, New Jersey, playing for his home team. Let me see if I can find a picture. I have a picture of me and Corey Clement. He signed one of my old Eagles hats. Let me see if I can find. I'd love to find that picture. Damn, what picture? What bar was that at? Blanking on the name. Damn. You guys would love this picture of me and Clement. Actually, maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you're just like, just do the giveaway. Ah! That's all right. I like making you guys wait. Let me see if I can find this photo of me and Corey. Can I find the photo of me and Corey? I cannot. I'm not going to find it either. Another 10 minutes just tacked on. Thanks, Izzy B. Keep going. Keep going, Izzy B. You'll never learn. You'll never learn. Oh, TK said, I just saw Corey at the mall. Yeah, he lives right in Jersey, man. He grew up in Glassboro, I believe. Yeah, huge help for the Super Bowl. D'Amico Ryans is a great one. Dude, that catch, Curtis, was unbelievable. I still watch that catch. I still watch that catch. Matt, Pile Driver, that's actually a really good one. Apparently, Mac Hollins was underrated. Yes, correct. Look what he's done. Can we vote her off the island? Yeah, that's James M. If we were stuck on an island, I do think Izzy B would be one of the first ones we'd ship out for the good of the community, for the survival of our community. We got to ship her out of here. Okay? Ship her out of here. Oh, shit. That is funny. Probably, Matt. Probably. Oh, Keith. He says, let her live, Z. Oh, Keith. So nice of you, Keith. So nice of you, Keith. Is he going to delay the giveaways until Super Bowl? Maybe. Twist says, damn, Zander's punishing the legends for one person. Zander's on demon time. Twiz, I have been on demon time this week. I have been on demon time. All right, let's do this giveaway. All right, 58 legends. Thank you all. I love you all. 1 shuffle, 2 shuffles, 3 shuffles. If you've already won a legend jersey, okay, most of you have not. Many of you have. We've had like at least 5, I want to say, have won a legend jersey. I am going to give you JAKIB merch, or we are going to work out something. The idea right now is to get as many people to win a jersey as possible. So if you're SB Ricky has a Jalen Carter jersey on the way. SB Ricky, if you win, I'll do something for you. Maybe we push it off to later, whatever. I'm not going to not let you win because you're a legend member. But I don't want to send 2 jerseys. Philly Don, I just posted the picture of you in the jersey. If you win, I'll do something great for you. I'll send you some JAKIB merch or whatever it is. I want as many other people to win as possible. Hopefully you guys are all good with that. I love you, Zander. Please don't change. Remind my bro. All right. Thank you. James Jones, I love you, brother. All right, here we go. We have reached the last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Philly Don wins. Philly Don, you already won. So I just basically explained to you what I'll do for you, Philly Don. I will get you some JAKIB merch, but I'm going to do a new drawing, okay, today. I'm going to do a new drawing for the jersey, all right? So we're going to have 4 winners today now. We're going to have 4 winners today now. So hang tight. Philly Don, where are you? Merch. Perfect. Philly Don, DM me. I'll get you a sweatshirt and a shirt, all right? All right, I'll get you some JAKIB merch. Because they're all right. So Izzy says, why not take their names out? I don't want to take their names out because they're legend members, and 2, for this reason. Philly Don won. Somebody else is going to have a chance, and now he's going to get something again as another thanks for him being a legend member. All right. So if you win something, it defeats the purpose of remaining as a legend member. All right. No way. Don't tell me the names disappeared. You got to be kidding me. They did. You see this, folks? There we go. 57. And who'd we add? We added Dakota Warren. All right, here we go. Legend winner. Y'all getting multiple wins on the channel. All right? Y'all getting multiple wins on the channel. Philly Don's out here making it rain. All right, here we go. 58 legends. You guys will pick your jersey. Confirm. 1 shuffle, 2 shuffles, 3 shuffles. Start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. William Stark. William is a great member here on JAKIB Sports. He dropped in a $5 super chat about 40 minutes ago. Zander, appreciate all JAKIB content. So he should be here. I think William Stark will be here. If he's here, he'll have a chance to pick his jersey right now. All right. William Stark, are you here? Get him? No, you don't have to be present to win. So William's going to win regardless. He's here. Yes. William, congrats, brother. Thank you for your support of JAKIB. I appreciate you very much. Now, William, let's get through the jersey process, brother. All right. What size are you? Where are you at? All right. Where are you at on me? Do I got to go back to my guy and see if I can get a small or a 3XL? Where are you at, William? Let me know, brother, in the chat. Where are you at? What you're thinking. Once you give me a size, I can show you some jerseys. All right. I got 8 jerseys to choose from. So you're going shopping today. Okay. You are going shopping. James M says, I'm going to leave and come back in 10 minutes. James M must be new to Zander time, because if you think there's going to be another winner pulled within 10 minutes, I don't know about that one. You're 5'10", 220. All right, so what do you think? XL? XL, William? Large? Average Zander time 120, correct. XL sounds right. Jalen Carter, I don't have in that size, brother. I do not have that in that size. I only have a medium left. I had a large that SB Ricky won yesterday. Yeah, the Jalen Carter is a medium. I know, but I'm telling you, I was over there begging. Not begging. All right, let me pause on that. I was over there talking to the dude who's getting me jerseys. I'm like, bro, I want Jalen Carters. I want more Jalen Carters. He's like, dude, I can't keep Jalen Carters on the shelf. I only have mediums and a couple mediums left and a large left. So he only had one large left. So Jalen Carter's right here. And it's a medium. So I don't think it's going to work for you. And I don't think he has more if I were to go back. That would be the problem. Okay. Let me find William's comments. Jalen Carter is the last comment he said. So let me know, William, where you're at if that's no good. I'll show you what I have in XL. I have Zach Bond in large. That's large, though. That might be too small. And then I have XL. I have Saquon Barkley. I have another Saquon Barkley in XL. And I got Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. So, Jalen and Saquon in XL. Jalen and Saquon in XL. If you want 2XL, I have Cooper DeJean or the Jerome Brown jersey, which is massive. I think that's going to be too big on you. You're only 5'10". I mean, I don't think that's not going to work, I don't think. No limit. Why are you going to do that? Saquon in an XL is good. All right. Saquon Barkley, XL. There it is. Kelly Green, our first winner. William Stark. Thank you, William. Let me write your name down. And William, please email me. I'm going to try and get the label printed and everything today. I want to ship this today. I want you to get it before the Super Bowl. Saquon XL Legend winner. Okay. There you go. Thank you so much, William. I appreciate that very much. There you go. Your jersey's been set aside. Your jersey has been set aside. All right. No limit says he's canceling. Why? Can't upgrade, Z. I have Carter and who did I say? Oh, Mylotta. I have a Mylotta. Oh, no limit. If you do that, see, people think if you cancel your membership and then upgrade on a new tier, all of your history as a member doesn't go away. So, like, example, Takeem Hilton's been a member for 31 months. If he canceled his membership and then reactivated it as a legend, it would still say he's been a member for 31 months. And you've just been a legend member for 1 month. All right. 30D, thank you for the support, man. Appreciate it. Just want to keep supporting JAKIB Nation. Can't wait to see what Big Sills has in store for us on this Football Friday. Should be a good one, man. Should be a good one, as it always is on the National Football Show. Okay? As it always is on the National Football Show. Okay. Apple is terrible for YouTube memberships. They're costing me dollars and cents. Congrats to William Stark. William, thank you again, man. I love your pick. And William, how can I connect with you, by the way? Sorry. JAKIBmedia.com. Zander at JAKIBmedia.com. That's my email. Okay. At Real Zander on X. At Zander Krause Show on Instagram. Okay. Please message me on one of those things. Email, X, Instagram, something. And I will get back to you. All right. I will get back to you. Again, William, I'm trying to do this today. So the quicker you are with it, the more appreciated that would be. All right, sir? Thank you very much. All right. Now it's time for a regular member win. Okay. Wild Bear, you make my day, Z. Love you and this show. I love you too, Wild Bear. Thank you so much. I appreciate that comment. I appreciate that comment very much. More than you know. 421 members. Okay? 421 members. All right, regular winner now. Regular winner is going to be JAKIB merch. So you can get a Stout U hoodie and a shirt or something. Is this Keith upgrading? Did we get the 59th legend? Tell me we got to a 59th legend. JAKIB family. Keith, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, Keith. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, man. Means a lot to me. Regular winner, JAKIB merch. Got your email, Don. Thank you, brother. Got your email. All right, here we go. All right, 421 members, okay? Now, we need to do some extra shuffles. I can't type because this bagel is fired. Damn, I could use a bagel right now. That sounds good. That sounds real good. All right, next winner. Next winner will be a regular member. All right? Same rules apply. Same rules apply. For this one, you must be present to win. Daz, he had none of them. I honestly looked for you, Daz. I looked for Nakobe Dean because I knew he could become one. But with that injury, Daz, I'm a little nervous about him, man. I'm a little nervous about him. How's he going to rebound? And then he's going to be in a contract year. You know how he'd be with linebackers. I don't know. All right. We'll have another legend giveaway after this. All right. Another legend giveaway after this. JAKIB merch incoming. Okay. 421 members. That's really dope. Thank you all. All right. 1 shuffle. 2 shuffles. 3 shuffles. Does anybody need me to search their name? No Limit is back. No Limit with a legend. And we have reached 59 legends. You know what? I might do an extra legend giveaway today because of that. That would be 4 legend winners today. All right. Philly Dom won JAKIB merch. William Stark won. I have 1 more giveaway. And maybe, if I'm feeling up to it, we'll have a 4th legend winner. No Limit. Thank you, brother. 59 is incredible. Super Bowl 59. I think we're winning the Super Bowl now. I think we're winning the Super Bowl. All right. Here we go. Regular winner today, right now. No Limit. Thank you for becoming a legend. This will be for a regular member. JAKIB merch. Okay. Stout U hoodie or whatever hoodie you want. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Manny Martinez. Is Manny here? Is Manny Martinez in the building? You got to be present for this one, okay? You got to be present for this one. No, you're not 60. You're 59, brother. Is Manny Martinez here? Manny Martinez. Oh, come on, Twiz. I agree with this. Dio says, we were winning the Super Bowl at 40 legends. Correct. Correct, Amundo. We were winning regardless. Get him out of here. Ice. Get him out of here. Oh, man. Zach Lambert becomes a member. Is that a legend? Let me see. Let me see. Upgraded to a legend. Zach, thank you, sir. We're now up to 60 legends. I think we're getting 4. I think we're getting 4 legend giveaways today. 4 legend giveaways today. I'm feeling it. Let's go get our winner, though, for the new member. Manny Martinez, you're out. Manny Martinez, you're out of here. Start. Super Bowl 60 confirmed. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No doubt. Here we go. 100 legend members, we all get a jersey. If we get 100 legend members, I will definitely do something good. Okay? I will do something good. No doubt. Confirm. 1 shuffle. 2 shuffles. 3 shuffles. Start. Here we go. This is a regular winner, regular member winner, and you got to be present to win. 3, 2, 1. Primo. Primo, are you here? I think Primo's the account that has... Is Primo the account that has Joey Shakes as the profile picture? It might be. It might be. Is Primo here? Is Primo here? No, that's good. Primo got deported too. No, he didn't. No winners yet. No, we've had a winner. We had William Stark and Philly Don. William Stark and Philly Don. Yes, there he is. Okay, no, he's not the Joey Shakes picture. But he is here. Primo, what's up, brother? Thank you for your support. He is in the building. He is here. Primo, thank you so much. I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, actually. I'm guessing you're a guy. Primo is in the building, though. Well done by Primo. Primo, what can I get you, brother? Let's pull up the merch site for you. Let's pull up the merch site for you. Sig Lord, good answer. That's not an excuse. YouTube is available. Here we go, Primo. What do you want? What do you want, Primo? All right, you can get regular JAKIB merch. You can get the Bleed Green Nation hoodie. You can get a Stout U hoodie. This is the one everyone seems to love. Stout U hoodie. What do you want, though? Do you want Stout U? Also, find William Stark in the chat again for me, guys. I didn't get any notification from him yet. And I'd love to send his giveaway today. I would love to send his giveaway today. Stalin U is awesome. It is sick. Everyone should thank Abe for this design. So he drew this up for me, and then I just went to a graphic designer and he turned it into basically a digital print like this. So shout out to Abe. I like the bleed green a lot too, and you can thank Abe for that one as well. All right. They have this. We have this in black or white. So if you like a black logo on the back of a white, that works too. And the JAKIBs is stitched on the front. Yeah, thank you, Crawley. I'd like to get Crawley a win. Crawley's one of the guys in my sites. Crawley, I want to get you a win, brother. You deserve it. You're a great supporter. Yeah, the beanies are sick. Wait. Oh, no. Did I put it upstairs? Look at all my Kangos. Wait. Look. Look at all my Kangos. Look, ready? Here's 4 Kangos. Ready? There's 3 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Here's another 2. I got Kangos all around this, and there's another one on top. I thought I had my JAKIB beanie in here. I don't. The beanie is fire. Primo says I'm out of my bike. All right, Primo. If you're listening on your bike, listen closely. All right. Perfect. You already said what I was going to tell you to do. Go and DM me on one of my social platforms, and if that doesn't work, Zander, Zander at JAKIBmedia.com. Email if that's what you need. Thank you, Primo. Congrats on your win, brother. All right. Congrats on your win. All right, here we go. Another legend giveaway is coming, is imminent. All right. JAKIB Legend merch giveaway. It's going to be JAKIB merch. Okay. All right, Primo. That's perfect. No, I've had them. I grew up with Kangos in my life. Trust me. My dad's got about 600 of them. I don't even kid. Philly Don, you're going to have to clarify that latest email, my friend. You said black and white. That's not a color to me. You mean black with white logo? Black with white logo, I would imagine is what you mean. Yes, James M. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That James M. That just happened to Philly Don. Philly Don won. Here's Philly Don right here. Okay. Here's Philly Don in his new Saquon Barkley jersey. Rocking the JAKIB hat, you can see. Check out the JAKIB lid. Check out the JAKIB lid. Let's go. I love it. All right. And then he won today, and he's getting JAKIB merch. Okay, James M. So if you're a legend member, you're going to have many chances. You're going to have many chances. All right. The goal is to try and get every legend member something. Believe me, if I had unlimited money, I would go and do that for you guys already. It's Nugget. Nugget just messaged me. Just your address and jersey size and sweatshirt size. Okay. Get a loan, Z. M. Reyes wants me to get a loan to buy everybody a jersey. What the hell? I know I won't be taking business advice from you, M. Reyes. No business advice from you, big dog. All right, there we go. 57 legends. We added Dakota Warren. We added No Limit. No Limit. Thanks, bro. And Zach Lambert. Zach, thank you, man. Really cool of you. Appreciate you. We have 60 legends. It's actually really 59 now because Dakota Warren's been added as a courtesy because he's on a gifted. He's on a gifted. Go into debt for us, Z. Embrace the red. Ray's got some of the worst business advice you'll ever see. M. Reyes might be good at predicting Eagles scores. I did one yesterday, Keith. I did a family shuffle yesterday. Keith. I will do one, though. Let me make sure I'm writing down all my winners. Philly Dom, William Stark, and Primo. Primo just won sweatshirt. Okay. He's going to reach out to me. Everybody got to reach out to me. in order for it to make it all happen. Yeah, Nugget won yesterday. He just reached out to me. So I heard back from him. M. Reyes says, I won 2 days ago. All right, William, I still see you in the chat. All right, 60 legends. Here we go. Check it out. Terry, I read all your guys' names off already. Zach Lambert and No Limit were our most recents. All right, so thank you guys. Here we go. Zach with the comment. Zach, thanks for upgrading, bro. Thanks for being here and for supporting. He says, I watch all the time while I work, just not able to comment. I love how unbiased, you mean, McMullen is. I've been listening to him on Mike's show for a long time now. Y'all do great work. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. Prince. 30D. Look at this. 30D sends $5 to take a shot at you, Keith. Keith, you literally just upgraded the family member 20 minutes ago. LMAO. That's true. That's true. I told you guys, Keith is the new suplex. Keith is the new suplex. All right, here we go. Legend merch giveaway. Shirt and a hoodie. Or a hat and a hoodie. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. Confirm. 1 shuffle. 2 shuffles. 3 shuffles. Start. This is a legend giveaway. 4, 3, 2, 1. Zach Lambert, look at that. Look at that ROI, baby. Look at that. It pays to upgrade to a legend. Holy shit. Zach Lambert in the building wins the legend giveaway today. The second one. The third one, actually. Because Philly Don won. Congrats to Lambert. Zach, that's the play of the century. You know, I told M. Reyes I wasn't going to take any business advice from him. Zach, you got any stock picks? Zach, who you taking for the Super Bowl? You got the good juju right now. Good stuff, brother. Zach, how can you want to reach out to me on one of the platforms? Do you need my information or do you already have it? Zander at JAKIB Media is my email. Crowley's been putting it in. Crowley, thank you so much. Hey, Crowley, if you're in the chat, I think you're still in the chat, Crowley. Crowley, can you reach out to me? All right, Zach, DM me on Twitter. That's perfect. James M, hang tight. Hang tight, James M. Hang tight. Hang tight, brother. Is Crowley in here? I need Crowley to reach out to me. I need to do something for him. I gotta talk to him about something. No, you're good, Crowley. It's nothing about that. Do you have social media, Crowley? I want to reach out to you about something. Just if you don't, email me. All right. I want to reach out to you about something, Crowley. All right, Zach Lambert, congrats, man. Wait, James M, was your name pulled? I don't remember. Was it? See, I pulled James M. You got to forgive me on this. I pulled a lot of names, man. Some days we have 10 pulls before we have a winner. So don't get mad at me. I just Andrew says he's trying to upgrade. William, I just put my email back in. Here we go. Zach Lambert, congrats, bro. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. I'm going to write down that you won here. Zach Lambert. Okay. JAKIB merch. All right. Yeah, yesterday was like literally 15 pulls. Prince Swayze, please stop being so emotional. Y'all messing up the chat's pH balance. Prince, I know you ain't talking to me, brother. I'm the farthest thing from emotion. Cody K says he's back. What I miss? You missed some fun, Cody. We're chilling. We're having fun over here. All right. Well, I'm going to do one more legend pull. All right. I'm going to do one more legend pull. Cody, I did show off the picture you sent me. Hopefully you're all right with that, though. Andrew Hernandez, is this an upgrade? It is. Hernandez is a legend now. Andrew, thank you, brother. You guys are funny. Andrew, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. You guys showing up and showing out, as always, for JAKIB Sports. All right, look. Ready? You guys show up for me. I will do my best to show up for you, okay? I will do my best to show up for you every single day. Cody K, don't beat yourself up, Cody K. I thought you looked dope in the picture. You had your man cave, the Eagles wall behind you, rocking that fresh jersey, brother. I thought you looked dope in it, Cody K. I thought you looked dope. Now, if everybody got that like button, yeah, tough one. Tough one there. All right. All right, we're going to do, here's what I'm going to do for this one. Since Keith was upset with me, there's always somebody upset with me on Zander time. There's always somebody upset with me on Zander time. All right, I'm going to add in the family members to this one. Okay? I'm going to add in the family members to this time. So this is a legend and family giveaway, which means there's 16 family members. So 77 total. So if you're a family member, Philly to Chicago, Abe, Joel, Eagles All Day, Mac Main, Norman Payne, Mike Burkhorst, Real Zeal, Christopher Darker, Bombay Trippy, and that's it. And Chief Keese. And Zach Lambert, who's a family member. Got you, Zach. Wait, no, Zach, I thought you were a legend. Wait a second. Yes, Zach is a legend because he just upgraded. One sec. Zach Lambert, 1. All right, yeah, I got you in there twice. You take off 1. Because you just upgraded. That's why I still have the old list. Oh, TK, I'll share that. I'll share that. All right, we're going to do one more giveaway today. All right, one more giveaway today. We've had 3 winners today. No, 4 winners today we've had. William Stark, Billy Don, Primo, and Zach Lambert. With one more. 5 winners in a day. Come on, everybody. I'm trying to do as much as I can here without Bob, you might have to look it up, man. I don't know the exact answer. Listen, 5 winners today. We had 3 winners yesterday. I had 4 winners on Wednesday. I think we had 4 winners on Monday. We're out here. I mean, I'm trying to do as much as I can for you guys, all right? So I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Here we go. This is a legend and family giveaway, all right? Even though you guys are all actually family anyway, even if you're a regular member, you're a family member, you're a cousin. 76 people in this one. Your odds are good. 1 shuffle, 2 shuffles, 3 shuffles. I'm going to say this, no repeat on this, all right? I want a new winner. I want a new winner here. A new winner. Wait, shuffle here. Start. I want a new winner here. All right, this is the 5th winner of the day. No giving me shit. I want a new winner. JT Philly, that's a great one. I'm happy with that winner. JT Philly, are you here? If he's not here, he's still going to be the winner, okay? JT Philly, congrats, brother. JT Philly. And please, for the love of God, everybody message me as quick as possible because I want to get everything sent out ASAP Rocky. JT Philly is here. What's up, man? Congrats. Congrats on your win. Congrats on your win. Congrats, JT. Macalia says, I haven't found another show doing what Zander's doing right now. Macalia, let me tell you something. And I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way. You will not, Macalia. You will not. And I don't say that with arrogance. You're not going to find another channel that gives stuff to people like this. You're not going to find it. It's not happening. It doesn't exist. I see a lot of channels do, and I'm not knocking them. I love it. I love that they give back to their people too. But, when I get to 50,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a jersey. It's like, or something like 50,000 subscribers. I get a 1 in 50,000 shot. 1 in 50,000. I mean, you're never. I mean, those are pie in the sky. And also, YouTube isn't super transparent about your subscribers. So I always wonder how the people do that. All right, I always wonder how the people do that. That's why I've never made a giveaway based on subscribers, because there's a setting on YouTube. You can have your subscriptions public. No, I'm not firing shots at Thomas Mott at all. At all. I love Thomas Mott. He has him on. I have him on the show. I think he's one of the best Eagles YouTubers around right now. I'm just saying from a strictly giveaway standpoint, I question that whole process with subscribers because YouTube doesn't show me all my subscribers. Emre says, Z, just take the low road and get some Chinese bots to ramp up view counts and subs. I don't care about that, man. I care about the meat and potatoes of the channel, not I don't care about vanity bullshit. I find a lot of that stuff to be vanity bullshit. Keith Johnson, thank you, bro. #1 morning show. Jacob Birds 365. Thank you, brother. Keith, I love you, man. We got to get Keith a win. Totally. I know you are, Emre. I'm just messing with you. All right, we got what? JT Philly, did you reach out to me yet? Or at least do you know that? I know you won, and I know you acknowledged that you won. Just reach out to me, all right? What do you want to pick? You want to do it on the air? Zander at jakibmedia.com. All right, you're good, JT. Whenever you get a chance, man, the quicker you send it, I'll send it. Andrew Hernandez says, another legend. Andrew, I might be tapped for the day, bro. I've given away 5. I got to make sure I don't go. I got to keep a couple peanuts, man, to put gas in the trunk. I don't think I can. I will be doing one. I will certainly be doing more winners though tomorrow on Monday. All right, I still got 7 jerseys. All right, maybe 6 if I give this one to Sills. JT, congrats. Anthony says, love Big Z's Trump spirit. What does that mean? Wild Bear says, yo, one more regular giveaway. Yeah. Wild Bear, I might be tapped today. If I get enough, we have 311 people. All right. If I get 50 comments right now, 50 chats that say one more. All right. If I get 51 mores in the chat, I'll do another regular giveaway to the people. And I'll make it so you have to be a new member, or it's a new winner. So no repeat winners. One more. Merch. One more. No doubling up, though. No doubling up. You can't type one more 100 times. I need 100 different people. I know, Sasha, I know that WWE reference. I know that WWE reference. I know that one. That's Roman Reigns, right? Another one. There we go. Super chats are the easiest way to entice me. Another one. Big Z story time. I don't know, Devin. I don't know, man. I've learned that some more people are watching my shows than I thought. So, some stories I think I got I got to keep off the air, you know. I got a call about one of my stories. I got a call about one of my stories. I'll tell you that much. All right. I'll tell you that much. All right. We'll do one more giveaway. We'll do one more. And it's not going to be a legend or family. It'll be for everybody. It'll be for everyone. There you go. Dirty D. Give him one more, Z. All right, brother. All right, brother. You know I got it. Listen, the people come calling. I give the people. All right? When the people support, you make it easy. If there's no support, if there's no comments, if there's no likes, no super chats, no members, I can't do shit. All right? So everybody's still commenting one more. I love it. I appreciate all you guys. Kenny Sprague, going to rep my JAKIB hoodie at the Royal Rumble tomorrow. Kenny, did you get it? Kenny, did you get your hoodie, man? I hope you did. Also, I sent out your hats, too. You were my hat winner, right, Kenny? Yeah, you won my hats. So I sent out your hats yesterday, Ken, or today. I had them ready to go, and I took them up to the post. I dropped them at the post office this morning before the show. I know the guy at the post office, so he gives me a drop spot. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have one more winner. I want to thank you all again. All right, I want to thank you all again. Anthony, please clarify this one. Love Big Z's Trump spirit. Anthony, you're going to get me in trouble, Anthony. Holy shit. Sig Lord says another one. Dirty D, give him one more. TK says one more. Kenny Sprague, going to rep my JAKIB hoodie at the Royal Rumble. Thank you all for your support. Mad Dio, one more. Zach Lambert with the win today. Says, gonna rock my merch during the bowl. Go Birds. Love it, man. Yo, Zach, send me that email ASAP so I can order it today because, Zach, I actually don't ship the JAKIB merch myself. So if you win JAKIB merch, I'm sorry you don't get a Z note because it comes right from the factory. So they're all made to order. They're all printed as they order. All right. So the quicker you send it to me, I'll order it right away. Matt Dio, I ordered yours yesterday after I got your DM. All right. Dirt Bird Gang Girl, both of yours are on the way. I ordered your JAKIB hoodie. I don't think that's shipped yet. The jersey already shipped. Okay. The jersey already shipped. Edgar says, I got to go back to work now, Big Z. Thank you for everything you do. Edgar, thank you, sir. You upgraded to a legend member today. Thank you so much, brother. Have a good day at work, my man. Have a good day at work. I appreciate you. Anthony says, Z, I have a tight schedule this afternoon. What time you on with Sills? I don't want to miss that. So I haven't heard yet from Sills on his guest, but potentially 3:30 is normally when it is, okay? TK, let me show off your picture. I saw your picture. I'll show it off. All right. This is what TK is working with here. Must be present to win, and we will get a new winner today. All right, you got to be new. So if you've already won something, I apologize, but you're not going to have a chance to win this one. This is a one more for the people who haven't won anything yet, okay? This is a one more for the people who haven't won anything yet. Check out TK Washington's little man cave with all his Eagles merch. There you go. There's his DeJean jersey. That's the one he won. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. That jersey is sick on that wall, though. He's got Kelsey, Hurts, Smith, two Smiths, Ertz, Brown, Mitchell, and Carter. All right. But TK, let me ask you for something. TK, let me ask you something in the chat. What's the nicest quality jersey? I'm not saying color, not saying your favorite player. The nicest quality jersey you got. Is it the jersey I sent you? Because I think the jerseys that I'm giving out are supreme quality. Like, I'm not sending you bullshit, man. I'm sending you guys nice ass jerseys. I'm sending you guys some nice ass jerseys. Let me check my phone, make sure I'm not missing up. Either the DeJean or the Black Smitty. All right, that's a good response. I'll take it. Is the black Smitty stitched too? It looks like it is. Looks like it might be. I appreciate it. I got the Nike Vapor jerseys. That one's old. I have to say DeJean. I love it, TK. Thank you, man. I just want the people to know that they are nice jerseys. All right, they are nice jerseys. I'm not sending you junk. JT Philly, was that your email? Because that's a name I don't recognize. All right, Zach, I got your email. Crowley, I got yours. Crowley, I'll reach out to you after the show. Zach Lambert, I got yours. Great. All right, great. Tony won JAKIB merch a couple of weeks ago. Tony says, just to FYI, the JAKIB merch is top quality merch. Thank you. Thank you, Tony, for your support, brother. Means a lot. Black, bleed, green, JAKIB. All right, I got you. Let me see. Yep, got it. All right, I'll email you back, JT. I guess the sweatshirt doesn't come up there, so is that why you put the shirt in? If that's why, JT, I'll send you a hat too. I'll send you a hat too if you'd like. All right, here we go. This is a regular giveaway. No repeat winners on this one. Okay, no repeat winners. No repeat winners. The only repeat winner I will accept for this one would be Twiz the Jigga, because Twiz was not. I sent Twiz a sweatshirt because I wanted to thank him for his support of the channel, but he has not been pulled yet. His name has not been pulled. So if Twiz wins, I will send him JAKIB merch. Start. Here we go. Confirm. 1 shuffle. 2 shuffles. 3 shuffles. Start. Must be present to win. Correct. 4, 3, 2, 1. Dave's Sports Quest. He already won. We got a new winner. Dave, I appreciate you if you're in here, but you already won, and you already won this specifically. Okay, this is going to be JAKIB. This is a Stout U hoodie. All right, this is a Stout U hoodie. New one. Dave Sports already won this week, okay? So we're going to go new. Dave, if you're in here, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this is for a new winner, okay? 1 shuffle, 2 shuffles, 3 shuffles. Start. Four, 3, 2, 1. Dan Highstand. Dan Highstand. I can't say I know Dan too much. This wheel needs to hoe up and pick new people. I agree, it does. Curtis has to. He sent me something I can use. So, excuse me. Sorry, I shouldn't be yawning on here. Is Dan in here? Dan High next. Next, get him out of here. All right, is he done? I did not get an email, Bob. He's done. All right, Dan is done. Done and dusted. Correct, Hernandez. You're picking up on my lingo. Done and dusted. Done and dusted. That was longer than 2 seconds. He had enough time. Confirm. Lady Dutch is still in here. Lady Dutch, appreciate you. 1 shuffle there. 2 shuffles. 3 shuffles. Start. Now I got it, Bob. 4, 3, 2, 1. Dank Bird Gang. That's a good winner. That's a good winner. Dank Bird Gang. win. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Dank Burr, I know you're still in here. LFG. Let's go, Dank. I told you to change your name back, and you listened to me and you got the win. Let's go, Dank. Let's go, Dank. All right, everybody. If you didn't win today, I know you're feeling down. I know it stinks to not win. Just know I love you and I appreciate you, and I'm going to try and do my very best, no matter how long it takes. As long as you stick with me, my goal is to get everybody a win, all right? Now, if you're here today and gone tomorrow, then, yeah, it's not going to happen. But if you stick with me long enough, I will take care of you. I absolutely promise it, all right? I absolutely promise it. Okay, so thank you so much. Dank Bird Gang is in the building. What watch are you wearing? Kevin, this is a Breitling watch. I love my watch, man. This was only watch I really got is my Breitling watch. Breitling Super Ocean. See that? Pretty nice, right? Thanks for asking about it. Thanks for asking about it. Giveaways are dope. The content's better. That's the goal, Andrew. You know, I want the people to stay around, obviously, as much as possible. There's no way, by the way, I'm going to be able to give away as much stuff as I am right now all through the offseason. You guys should know that, obviously. I mean, you know, stuff does cost money. I'll be tapped out quick, bro. But no, I'm ready to rock. All right. We'll be doing giveaways all through the offseason. Maybe not as much as this, but I'm hoping to do at least one a week, at least maybe 2 a week if possible. So thank you all so much. No, I'm not, Emrayes. I've had this watch for a couple of years, man. 3 years. So Doug says, which team gets the Saints home locker room? It's actually a good question, Doug. And I don't know, but Doug, here's what I do know. When they go down, the Eagles are getting the Saints facility and the Chiefs are playing. I believe the Chiefs are practicing at Tulane. At Tulane, I believe. So the Eagles are getting the Chiefs facility or the Saints facility, which I believe is dope. Give away your watch. No, thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate everybody today. All right, let me write down Dank Bird Gang. Dank, how can I connect with you, brother? You good to email me or something? Is that good? Okay, so I think they'll be in the locker room, maybe potentially. Yeah, they're the home team. So Abe, it's actually decided. I don't know how the stadiums are decided, but I know that every odd year, so it's Super Bowl 59, the NFC team, I believe, is the home. I think that's how it works. The NFC team's the home team. And then in even years, so Super Bowl 58 was last year, 60 will be next year. The AFC team is the home team. I believe that's how it works, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah, so I think we do. Correct. Flex and Prince says Zander's fan. Absolutely, Prince. You know I love you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. All right, I'm just making sure I got everybody's comments here. No more email. No more emails, you Mitches. Donner, I appreciate you too, brother. James M., I appreciate you too, my man. Devin, take care, brother. Thank you. This is our year, Keith says, no doubt. David Ash says Xander's the best. David, you're the best. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Zander, did I win? No. Chester Park says, I heard 80% of the ticket sales were from Pennsylvania. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Bob, didn't have a chance to look at it yet. I will, okay, after that. After the show. One more like from what, 300? Oh, we got to get there. We got to get there. 298, it says on my side. 2 more. Can we get 2 more likes? Thank you, Yepa. I appreciate you, my friend. Curtis, Zander, I appreciate Zander. I have some ideas. I'm going to keep working on it. Curtis, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Great show today. A lot of fun. We had 1, 2, 3. Guys, we had 6 winners today. 6 winners. I might be pawning this shop. I might be going to the pawn shop today to sell this watch. You guys joking about my watch. I might be going to the pawn shop to buy these giveaways, man. I might be pawning this sucker off, man. I got to buy all this gift. I got 6 winners today. You know, I came in talking heavy. I'm like, I got everybody's all organized. Everybody's been sent out. I'm going to have to go and pawn this sucker off. Any takers in the chat? No, I'm just kidding. I love my watch. I'm good. Don't pawn, Zay. You can get more. Thanks, I'm Reyes. Thank you, Reyes. Wild Bear says, I'll take a medium Carter jersey off you. I'm sure you will. Dank, let me check. Sasha, I got an email from you. Dank Bird Gang, thank you so much, man. I got your email. I will respond to you, but just to answer your question in the email, Twiz, I can 100% assure you, as much as I would love to do that, I cannot do that. I got Big Sills and JMac to pay, brother. All right. I got Big Sills and JMac to handle. Not there yet, Twiz. I'm not there yet. If I do get there, God willing, I would love to be able to bless as many people as I can with that. Okay. I would love to bless as many people as I can, as many of you guys, my family, my great people, my supporters, all the people who rock with me. That's how I go in life. If you rock with me, I rock with you. You take care of me, I take care of you. All right. I try and take care of the great people in my life that show me love, show me support. It means a lot to me. All right, everybody. That's going to do it, man. 4-hour show today. 2 hours Zander time. 2 hours Zander time. 6 winners today. 6 winners. Dank Bird Gang, congrats. JT Philly, congrats. Zach Lambert, congrats. Primo, congrats. Philly Don, congrats. And William Stark. Look at that. Look at that. Nah, no nap, Emrys. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I got work to do before Cilia. All right, I appreciate everybody. That's going to do it today. Thank you all so much for everything you do. Can't thank you enough. And I couldn't appreciate you more. So thank you so much. See you next time, everybody. Love you all.
You've been listening to Birds 365, the destination for the passionate Eagles football fan who bleeds green. If it's Eagles football, we're talking about it. Debate, inside the locker room, and guests that are some of the greatest football minds from around the region. We hope you enjoyed the show. We know we had a blast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hook up with us on social media at JAKIB Sports. See you next time on Birds 365.